Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. It's match day, and what a match. Villarreal, Juventus, match day 2 of Champions League. Hello to all the people in the chat. Guys, pre-game, watch along and post-game of Villarreal Juve here on the channel. I can't wait. There is one thing that I don't want. I don't want to lose points. I want to go back to victory. I know it's a long time ago. The last time that we won, it was against Inter. That crazy game, that remontada 4-3. After losing against them, we made it. But since then, 4-4 against Dortmund, 1-1 against Verona, 1-1 against Atalanta. The supporters are starting to lose faith. The supporters start to be depressed. The supporters, they don't know. They are scared that before traveling to Madrid again to play against Real Madrid, that we will have 0 points, only 2 points before playing against them. Today's the day to make it. Today's the day to do it, and we'll try to do it all together. Buongiorno, buonasera Davide. Davide Galeano, che c'era questo pomeriggio? Sì, alle 12, alle 13 su Juventus. Adesso c'è qui con noi sul canale. Hello to all the people that are speaking Italian in the chat. Ciao Nestecmo, Forza Juve, Champions League need this distraction. Ciao Marawan. Foot Facts YouTube is there as well. Ciao again to Davide, Forza Juve, Eric, Edward, ciao Yammersme, Don Simon. We have I'm so Texy, I can make a profile pic of SpongeBob. It's not necessary. You can do whatever you want, but it's not necessary. Ciao Vladimir, ciao Soraz, grandissimo Soraz, ciao David, Jovid, Ryan S, Salman, DMS, Slapjack. We have Sasha on time today, which is beautiful news because we know that we cannot start live without Sasha, so she's there. We can start. Ciao Pecci. Ciao a tutti. Ciao grande. Ciao grandissimi. The first one today to write in the chat was, of course, Bogdan. Notification gang like Bebo, like James Stanislavski, like Giu5BL, Nino Sport e Maria. Ciao a tutti. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? I am. Ciao Alex, ciao Thomas, ciao Mauri, Juve97, ciao a tutti. I am. It's a big game. I don't know about predictions. I don't know how the game will go. Ragazzi, I have absolutely no idea. The only thing that I want is to start with some faith, to start with some positivity, entering a game against Villarreal that I believe we can win. Then, football is football. Football is totally crazy. I don't know what will happen at the triple whistle of today, but at today, even if all odds are against Juve, because we don't win an away game since 2022. No, it's not true. We won one game since 2022. It was against Leipzig last year. I was about to be incorrect. Because Villarreal is not losing at home, I believe, since the last 7 games in all competitions, because they started extremely well in their league. All odds are against us because no Bremer, because no Thuram, because we have that question mark of changing goalkeeper. I want to remind some people that the last time that we changed goalkeeper in Champions League, it was because of Di Gregorio red card, and then we changed, and Perin started his first game of the season in Champions League. I don't know if you remember which game it was. Do you remember which game? Bravo, Serraz. Unfortunately, it was Stuttgart, probably one of the worst games of Juve last season, because we were caught by surprise. Because things were going extremely well. Juventus was not conceding, or Juventus was playing quite well. We were absolutely not expecting that, especially not against a team like Stuttgart, because we were all thinking, okay, it's a bit difficult sometimes against close team in Italy, but wait that we are going back in Europe against teams that are playing football, and then we will show. And that day, I believe that we all received a slap in our face that day. Because that day we saw a team that was really playing. They were playing against us, and they were going full power. And they totally deserved to win that game. At the 90th minute, you have Perin that is even saving a penalty. And then, unfortunately, we conceded a goal in the really latest minutes, which was totally crazy. But it was an awakening for a lot of Juventini. We didn't understand. We really didn't understand. Today will be a different game. Because today, I don't feel the same confidence than we had before the Stuttgart game. Today I feel pessimism, today I feel negativity, today I feel a lot of people are saying, Beppe, we don't believe that we can do something. If we go out and we go back with a draw today, it would already be a miracle. So probably the team is feeling it as well, that we are not in a moment of being superior. That everything can happen in a game like that, and probably they will play in a more concentrated way. We don't know. Let's see. I'm really, really, really curious. We thrive on negativity. But I spoke a lot about it also today to try to understand where it came from. That huge, big negativity. Some people are saying it because of the words of Tudor in the latest weeks. I don't believe so. It's because of the draws. And when you draw 3 times in a row, it's not Juventus, because Juventus should never draw 3 games in a row. No, I think it's linked also, especially to the past. If we are totally honest, it's linked with the past, where we have these nightmares of not winning anymore and being scared that the season after a beautiful start of 1, 2, 3 games ends extremely fast. That's what I feel, that fear of not competing again for another year, which would be the 6th year that we are not competing. So I can understand that the fears, the scared, and we are looking for scapegoats like we are always doing. One time it's Kelly, one time it's the goalkeeper, one time it's Tudor, one time it's this. We are always trying to blame someone because we are afraid to go back to a year without being able to compete. We are praising Villarreal a lot because Villarreal is 3rd in La Liga, while we are not paying attention that Juventus is only at -1 of the lead in Serie A. So all in all, we have 11 points, while all the other teams that are above us, we are speaking about Napoli, Milan, that we are facing on Sunday, and Roma are only at +1. So they all failed at a certain moment. At least one game they lost, while Juve at the moment in all competition is unbeaten. So there are some things that are positive. It's true that we concede a lot of goals. That's totally correct. On the other side, we score also when we need to, and we never give up. So all in all, can we see also positive things? There are positive things, but it's true that today and Sunday will be a turnaround of the season. It can go extremely beautiful, because if you win today, if you win against Milan on Sunday, you go into an international break, which doesn't mean resting, because a lot of players will travel again, but at least you go with mental energy, going somewhere else, but also for us supporters with a much, much, much more beautiful feeling, with some positivity, with some optimism. Of course, if you don't win today, if you don't win against Milan, you open a real depression mode, and then the fears will be huge of being at -4 from the lead in Serie A, only 1 or 2 points in Champions League. Then it can start really to be toxic, really toxic for the entire environment. So today I don't want to couple too much Villarreal and Milan. They are 2 different games. There are 2 different competitions. So let's focus only on this one. On this one, we go for it with the best ones that we have at disposal. So it's not Bremer, it's not Thuram, because they are not there. But who are there? Who are the ones that Igor Tudor has chosen today? I show you immediately. We see these starting 11. Guys, I also mention, for the people that are watching, you never know. If there is a crash of computer, a stop of StreamYard, I will not stay away. Just the time to reprogram the live and I'm back. It happened like 2-3 weeks ago. It didn't happen since, but you never know. But that's why I'm counting on you also to put a maximum of like, to continue to share that channel with all your friends. Like, subscribe if you didn't yet. When we reach 100 likes, I read you the lineup, because the game is starting in 18 minutes from now. And at the moment, we have 98 likes, 99 likes. And we're just waiting for one more so that we can go towards the starting 11 chosen by Igor Tudor. I'm monitoring the screen. Bravo. The 100 likes arrived. That's already something. Bravo. Il tè è caldo. The tea is warm. So the lineups are Perin in the goal, and that's probably the huge surprise, because until yesterday night, or can we say until noon today, nobody was even thinking, and it's not true. It's not true. Tutto Sport in the morning paper. So they were already quite aware that something could happen there. But it is a surprise because until yesterday night, nobody was aware that there could be a change. So we have Perin into the goal, Kalulu, Gatti, Kelly, and then we have Cambiaso, Locatelli, McKennie, Cabal, Cope Manners, Yildiz, and Jonathan David. Of course, when we are reading the lineup like that, what can we see? We see that, by the way, Juventus is playing with an away shirt, also important for people that are loving these kind of things. But we are playing, if we are looking at the lineups, we are playing that way. Okay? The usual 3-4-2-1, okay? Which would give continuity to a system of way of playing that we are playing now since the beginning of the Tudor era. Of course, if you don't have Conceição and you don't have Jegrova on the pitch instead of Cope Manners, you're asking yourself a lot of questions. If we need to play that 3-4-2-1, this makes totally no sense. Because you have players with elite qualities in one-on-one, in individualities. You have these players that can really make that difference. So can we please play a Jegrova? Can we please play a Conceição? Why Cope Manners? If we play like that, it means that Conceição and Jegrova are not ready to start the game. And it's purely a physical choice. On the other side, if it doesn't become like that, but if Cabal and Cambiaso are a bit more wide, and we have a Locatelli that will play here with a Cope Manners that plays there, and we play that kind of 3-5-1-1, 3-5-2 if you want, then it starts to make a lot of sense, a lot more sense, because Soraz is saying, Beppe, did you see that Villarreal decided to go towards a 4-3-3 instead of that 4-2-2? They played the entire season with a 4-2-2, except of one time where they played that 4-3-3, which they eventually could go for today. Look at the lineups possibly here, 4-3-3, which would be a last-minute change, a last-minute choice of the coach, but they are more or less the same men, except of Pedraza, that was not on the starting 11, and Parejo. So it could be that they go for a switch towards a 4-2-2, so towards a 4-3-3. Could be that they go towards that to actually avoid playing that 4-4-2. And then we must be strong, because in a 4-4-2, I really believe that lineup, playing like that, could be an idea. If they line up with a 4-3-3, I think that Cope Manners will advance a bit more. He will be the first one to go up. But I would not say at the equal height as Yildiz. I think that this could potentially be the tactical choice of Igor Tudor. That one, but also a Cabal here on the left and Cambiaso back on the right. This is something that we are speaking about since a few times. I always told you I'm really thinking that Tudor is waiting for Juan Cabal to have more than 60 minutes at disposal so that we can start him on that left side and he could potentially take the spot of Cambiaso, with Cambiaso giving some stability, giving some balance on the right side. Looks like that's what we are doing, keeping a bit of dynamism there in that midfield with McKennie, Locatelli, and if Cope has the opportunity to go up because we are dominating, because we are really high, great, and that is there, I don't care. If not, depending on the game, he's a double weapon that can potentially go here, trying to save Yildiz to do millions of kilometers here on the left side of the field. So this is tactically why I think that we have chosen for all these men. What could potentially be the consequence of starting like that? Of course, that you have nobody on the bench to enter as a midfield. So I think that the changes in terms of way of playing are already planned. From the moment that we will start changing men, I'm not speaking that much about defense, even if we don't have that many choices except of Rugani there in defense. But from the moment that we will change the way of playing, it will really become 3-4-2-1. probably with Koopman or Locatelli or McKennie, one of them or maybe two of them that will leave the field and give it to Jegrova, Conceição, maybe even Openda that could enter instead of Yildiz, Dusan Vlahovic that could enter instead of David, because we have a lot of offensive changes, not that much in terms of midfielders, not at all, by the way, and not that much into the defense. Who else can play on the left, on the right? We still have a Kostic and we have a Joao Mario. So changes are there anyway. No excuses today. We go there to play. We go there to win. Whatever they do. Let me read also the lineup of Villarreal for the people that are interested in our opponents. So Villarreal will play with that 4-4-2 that could potentially be a 4-3-3. And if they do a 4-4-2, it's Mourinho, Arnau Tenas, Mourinho, Rafa Marin, Renato Vega, Pedrazza, Buchanan, Comesagna, Gueye, Parejo, and then Micaudazzo and Pepe. If they play that 4-3-3, well, things are slightly changing because Buchanan will go there with Pepe a bit more on the left and Micaudazzo that will be a falso 9. Falso 9, if you prefer to say it on the Spanish way, with Parejo that will be here in the middle of the field, actually trying to push a lot here defensively also with these four. So let's see if they will continue to play with that 4-3-3 or 4-4-2, something that we will discover together when the game is on, the game that is starting in 11 minutes. We didn't play a lot against Villarreal in our history. We played actually 2 games official. It was in Champions League, too easy because it's not that long time ago. It was 1-1 in their stadium and a loss 3-0. We all remember the one that hurt a lot, 3-0 that eliminated also Juve from the Champions League a few years ago. So we all remember. But we also played a friendly long time ago against Villarreal. I don't know if you remember that game. Who remembers the score of that friendly? And that's the only time on top of the 2 games of Champions League that we played against Villarreal. Is there someone that remembers that score? Asking in the chat to have a bit of interaction. It was for the Memorial Andrea Fortunato, that ex-player of Juve that passed away. And we lost 4-1. What a disaster. It was in 2009. We lost 4-1. Indeed, Cavazza. Indeed, Mlaggio. Indeed, Ale 3-0-3 with a goal from Amauri for Juve. On the other side, there were goals of Cazorla, Nilmar, Pires, and Pires. So, disaster game. Disaster game. In 2009, I repeat, there were some good players there. Del Piero, Camoranesi, Giovinco, Salihamidzic, Giorgio Chiellini was there, Cannavaro. There were some good players, Trezeguet, but a total disaster with Ciro Ferrara on the bench back then. Okay, questions, feedback on the lineup. How do you feel emotion-wise? Did you see, I believe they lost 4-0, Union Saint-Gilloise. They started well, the first 15 minutes. Unfortunately for them, the game is 90 minutes and not 15. They started well, but then disaster. They lost 4-0. 4-0 with goals of Voltamade, Gordon on penalty again, and then Barnes at the 80th. And then there was Karabakh that won 2-0 against Copenhagen for the 2 games earlier today. So questions, feeling, let me know. I also need to say thank you to Mlaggio. 44 months together with us on the channel. Grazie Mlaggio. Really appreciate it, my friend. 44 months is long, 44 months is really, 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 really long. Sometimes I don't realize that's really long. So thank you, my friend. Really, really appreciate it. Mlaggio, 44 months as a member with us on the channel. And by the way, let me also thank the people that are not members, but that are subscribed to the channel. We are speaking about 40,208 Juventini of the world. Thank you to every single one of you. But also to Lavezzi. Thank you from Sweden. Grande Beppe. Grande Lavezzi. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it, my friend. Could be, ragazzi, I anticipate already today, could be that I will not be here for the watch along of Real Madrid Juve. But I keep you up to date. But there are big chances that I'm not here on the channel for Real Madrid Juve. I'm here for Sunday. I'm here for Como, so Milan Como, yes, but probably not for Real Madrid Juve. Where will I be? Try to guess. Koopmanners is... that kind of comment, you know, that I don't like that much. Koopmanners is Tudorson like Allegri to Rabiot. To me, no. He comes from a good game against Atalanta. He's receiving continuity, which I can understand. We don't have Thuram. We need some dynamism in the midfield with McKennie, but we also need someone that can probably do both roles up and down. And he can secure you going towards a 3-5-2 to change the formation. So, no, these kind of comments, I don't understand them. Also because there were some games where Cope didn't play at all. I see Perin entering the tunnel. He's there. They're all greeting ex-Juve player Renato Vega. That a lot of people are, of course, missing, because in terms of animo, in terms of grinta, in terms of love, he was a really appreciated player by a lot. Estadio della Ceramica is the stadium near to Valencia from Villarreal. Arment is asking, a good question. Not now, of course, because now I can't do that, but later I will try to think about it. Grazie, my friend, because I totally forgot what you asked me. Why do we think Perin started? Okay, why do I think that Perin started? Well, you know that I was totally against, what was his name? Di Gregorio. To put him on the bench after Dortmund. I said you need to give continuity. You also made it clear who is the goalkeeper number one. But it's true that against Verona, against Atalanta, it was not as dramatic, of course, as the Dortmund game, which is good. But I think that Di Gregorio is not in a great moment psychologically, physically. So I can understand. That there is a change now. Of course, if today Perin is doing a top star, 5-star performance, you're obliged to continue to play him against Milan. I don't know, probably he's much more informed, ready to play, so let's see. Ciao Shams, thank you for the donation, my friend. Ciao Shams. Tonight could be Adzic night, our favorite. You know that I have no favorite when the whistle is in the mouth of the referee. I have no favorite. For me, they are all favorites. Then, of course, if you're speaking of football, personally, it's one of my favorites. You know that the shirt is there. I like him. The game is about to start. We start in 4 minutes. 4 minutes before Villarreal Juve. Predictions. Extremely difficult. Look, I'm confident for a win. It's not a prediction. Because I don't know, honestly. And I'm still confident for the win. Arment, you will be banned again also with that account if you don't stop. Because you remember the last time you were banned with your account because you spammed. And then you came telling me, Beppe, I'm extremely sorry that I was a kid a few years ago, and I was spamming a lot, and because of that you banned me, so I'm extremely sorry. I will not ban anymore because now I'm a grown-up man. If you are just doing exactly the same, I think that your second account will also be banned. So please stop, because we will not only unban you there, but we will ban 2 accounts. Anyway, that it's really funny. It's a really funny story. Attenzione, because I want to listen to the music of the Champions League, la musichetta, come ha detto il nostro amico Cabal. The champions. Mamma mia. I love that music so much, but I hate it as well so much, especially if you are thinking about the latest year. Juventus in Champions League is not doing well since a few years. We know it. We have to be realistic. We are not favorite to win the competition, but we need to do better. We need to do better because this is the badge. This is the history. This is the colors that we are wearing today. We cannot have another bad season in Champions League now. We must do much better. That's a reality. And starts today. It was beautiful to recuperate 2 goals from Dortmund. Recuperating where you spend a lot of energy, and we felt it against Verona, a game that you should have won on paper. I believe we should have been stronger than them. That first half you dominate and then you lose yourself, unfortunately, before being obliged to spend a lot of energy. Today will be, according to me, a game that will be more difficult than the game that we play against Dortmund. I think that this team is stronger than Dortmund that we faced. So it will be an extremely difficult one. I already go towards the lineups. Again, I will read you the lineups. The one of Villarreal, that looks like they will play that 4-3-3 with Arnau Tenas into the goal, Mourinho, Rafa Marin, Renato Vega, Pedraza, Comesagna, Parejo, Gueye, and then we have Pepe, Buchanan behind a falso 9, that is Mika Odaze. Pay attention, of course, to Mika Odaze. You know how many times I spoke about him. Hopefully people today will tell me, Beppe, you were totally wrong because he's so bad. That's what I hope that you tell me at the end of today's game. Perini to the goal for the Juventini with a number 1, number 15 for Pierre Kalulu, 4 for Federico Gatti, number 6 for Lloyd Kelly, 27 Andrea Cambiaso, number 8 for Teun Koopmeiners, number 5 for Manuel Locatelli, number 22 for Weston McKennie, number 32 for Juan Cabal, number 10 for Kenan Yildiz, and number 30 for Jonathan David. That is a starter again today. He was asking for it. We were asking for it. Tudor has chosen. He is back there on the field from the first minute. We take off the beautiful tracksuit in homage of Gianluca Vialli. We play with the away shirt today. I am ready. I don't know about you, but I am totally ready. Ben Ovation is saying Vlahovic goal at the 33rd second. That's what he did when we played his first game in Champions League ever against Villarreal. Attention, because Villarreal is starting. Villarreal will start from right to left. I'm just waiting for the referee to start. Attention, we go. The game has started where there is no way back anymore. If you are a bit ahead of me in terms of timing, please don't spoil me the score. The ball goes to Federico Gatti that we see with his number 4 that is there in the center of the defense with Kalulu right center back and Lloyd Kelly left center back. I'm watching a bit to understand how we are playing. At the moment, we see a 3-4-2-1 with Teun Koopmeiners that is playing in that 3-4-2-1. How long? We will see. Kenan Yildiz, beautiful opening there on the left side for Juan Cabal, the one that scored that goal, his first goal in Serie A with Juve. And also, in general, we go with a beautiful aggression on that left side with Kenan Yildiz that is fighting with the number 15 Mourinho. There is no foul, says the referee. We continue to play because we are in possession. Attenzione, because we go with Locatelli with a cross into the box. A cross deflected by Renato Vega. And we play. Pay attention with Gay that goes immediately extremely long, but Lloyd Kelly, beautiful anticipation with his header. The game started immediately, and from one side to another. C'est ça, la Champions League. This is Champions League. Forza Juve for Sasha, Forza Juve for Foot. Stefano Quagliara, Forza Juve, Marco Yildiz, assist David for the first goal. Not his first goal, he already scored in Serie A, but maybe the first goal of today, or maybe the first goal in Champions League with the black and white colors, even if today we are playing in blue. Renato Vega that is leading and carrying that ball from the defense. They play with a 4-man defense, clearly. Villarreal, while we are playing with 3. And we play again with a Gattone, dai Federico. That is looking around. Where can he give the ball to? Weston McKennie, first start of the season under Tudor. Play on the left, that ball stays on side. It was a bit difficult, Here we go again with the number 22, Weston McKennie. That ball stays again on side. That ball doesn't want to go out. Oof. Oof, that was bad. Oof, that was really, really, really bad. I think it's Federico Gatti. What a disaster. What a disaster. Indeed. To the moon. To the moon. And we play. Can I put maybe a bit of sound to have a bit? Nah, I don't know. Renato Vega, that is pressed immediately. He's putting that ball on the left. Padrezza. That ball stays there. Bravo. Beautiful recuperation here for Capitano Locatelli. We play. Dai, ragazzi. With Tudor is already putting his hands in the air. Cambiaso missing his first ball. Recuperated by Tudor. There is a foul. There is a foul, referee. Bravo. Bravo. That was a foul. Clearly a foul. So that ball will be for Juve, and that ball should go direction the box. Ball for Kenan. Kenan that will go with his right foot, trying to enter the box. Die. It's the moment, guys. We can do it. Star facing, I feel it. Die. 3 minutes and 20. Juventus that didn't start bad, yeah? They are there to do something. That ball goes into the box. Beautiful. Ooh, that ball has been deflected. The ball stays there. Another try with Jonathan David that goes towards the ball. There is no foul. Yes, there is a foul. Referee says foul on George Mikaudatse. Oh, die. George, get up. George, get up. No corner kick, foul. Ball for the yellow submarine. And they play with Tenas, the number 25, also there. Last minute change of goalkeepers because it was the number 1 that was predicted in goal. They changed it in the last moments. Guay. Losing the ball, beautiful interception here. Locatelli. Look, Cambiaso. And we play with Pierre Kalulu. That Juve. No sterile ball possession today. Try to build something. Try to do something. Try to be dangerous. It's not enough to keep that possession. But here, that's bad. That's bad for the one that is wearing the orange shoes. We are speaking about Juan Cabal. Cope, and that goes. He's always the first one. Look at the kilometers of Cope. Of course, important is to run well, not simply to run, but the one that is dictating the pressing today, the orders came to turn Cope. Cambiaso, recuperating the ball. He's doing a beautiful, fantastic defensive work, and then he's giving it away. Too easy. So pay attention also there to how we are... We are lucky. Already a yellow card. Cabal. Immediately right outside of the box. Let me check. Die. You cannot give that. You cannot give a yellow card for that. You see that he's clearly accentuating. Yellow card for Cabal after that one. Maybe you can whistle the foul because there is indeed contact. But you see clearly that Nicolas Pepe is clearly accentuating it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. To me, it's an exaggeration here after 5 minutes. But also stupid from Cabal. Okay. Let's see. At the moment, 52% ball possession Juve in the beginning of the game. That ball goes to Parejo. That shots that goes wide. Touched by Locatelli. It will be the first corner kick for Villarreal. Pay attention to these kind of set pieces. Beautifully planned. They trained it. It was totally free also because one of our weaknesses, and we know it, one of our weaknesses is the shot from the distance. We suffered it too many times. That corner kick has already been taken. And they play again. Guay with a shot on the player on the ground. The referee will whistle, even if the ball was in possession of Villarreal. It is Kenan Yildiz. Ooh la la. The new girlfriend will not be happy. Ay. He just found a girlfriend. Oof, she will not be happy. Yeah. You're laughing, guys. Oh, it's not my fault, huh? What's the name of the girlfriend? Natalia. She's watching. She's saying, "Ooh, ooh, hey." Yeah, it's true. It's true, Juve fan. This is experience. Juve fan is speaking out of experience. He knows what it is. I know that when when I was a kid and was playing football, when it happened, we always said you need to do PP before coming back. When you do PP, it's okay. So let's see if Yildiz will go and take a PP or not. I would not recommend it there. In Villarreal, with millions of people that are watching you today, it's maybe not the good idea, or you need to go to the bathroom. It hurts. It hurts for Kenan Yildiz. I think that the people that are not watching what is happening, you understood what happened. Huh? I think that you understood what happened. He's obliged to go out of the field. The ice blocks were on the PP. Pay attention because we play. Die. Was a funny moment, but now we need to continue. Ciao, Steve. We play. Renato Vega. He's back. Huh? Kenan is back. Let's hope that Kenan will score a goal today. His birdie deserves it. Beautiful pressing from you. No, there is no foul. Mamma mia. Oh, who is that referee already? I don't know who is the referee. I want to know. Give me the name. Give me the name of the referee. You know that I never look at the referees before the game, but then at a certain moment, attenzione. Ooh, that's a penalty. Luckily, the referee is not whistling. Mamma mia. Oh, Cabal. Cabal totally in trouble. Mamma, he's bringing me back to you remember? Lille game? And it's already the second time that the Pepe... Oh, I die. Oh. What an exaggeration. It's already the second time that he's exaggerating there with simulating. He could have had now a second yellow card, a penalty for them. We start to play for 80 minutes with 10 men. But also, Cabal. Oh, wake up, my friend. Dai, Cambiaso. Don't miss it, huh? Andrea, don't miss it. Dai, I want to believe in you. Juventus, they started well, but then the first difficulty, they disappear. They disappear. We are suffering the pressing from Villarreal. We are not precise anymore. No. We are not there. I must find something, huh? Tudor, because there, Pepe, much more faster than Cabal, looks like. Even if Cabal is one that is fast, should be fast, but Pepe is eating him today, huh? Weston McKennie, die. Long ball, beautiful, too long. You see that accuracy is a disaster today. Accuracy, disaster. Pass accuracy, Juve, 86%. In opposition half, 68. I knew it. You see it. You don't need the stats. You see the games, guys. You see the game. You don't need stats. That's what I always tell you. When you need stats, it's because you don't understand what is happening on the field. Unfortunately, you understand. We started well for 3 minutes and then we miss quality. We miss quality. And they play with Cambiaso. Tudor surprised by the last minute 4-3-3? Could be. Could be. The team surprised that they prepared the game on a... Lucky there with McKennie. Die, but that's a disaster here. That's a real disaster. This is a real disaster. Cambiaso, McKennie, turn there. Mamma mia, that triangle is the triangle of disaster. No, guys, it's not only Cope. It's Cope as well. It's Cope as well. But they're the pass of Cambiaso. And then before that, it was McKennie, guys. It's one after the other. They are putting the level of difficulty of controlling a ball every time higher and higher because the pass is bad. No, we lack in quality, we lack in precision. Don't look only at the final product. Don't look only at Cope. Look at the tree. It's too easy to go with only one. Look at the tree. Cope, McKennie that didn't enter the game. Attenzione. Luckily, it's blocked here. They have another attempt. Ah, what a disaster. I don't know if I want to do that game. I don't know if I want to do the game. I don't know if I want to do the game. I don't know if I want to comment the game. Yeah, I'm at. Yeah, Cambiaso is, to me, really, really bad. Because it's, again, the same focus problem. He's totally not in his game. That's not understandable. Cabal is beaten. By Pepe. Now he's on the ground. Cabal is beaten. He's in his game, but he's beaten. Pepe took. Oh no. He's touching here. He's touching the behind the leg. That's muscular. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's over. The game of Cabal is over. Bravo. Mamma mia. And now? But you know why? Because he enters immediately. He's beaten 2-3 times by his opponent, by Pepe. He had 2 fours. He was not ready for that intensity. So Cabal will go out. Cambiaso will go on the right. Povero. It's such a pity. At the moment, guys, that's what I see. That's what I see. Unfortunately, that's what I see. Let's see if we will change or not, but at the moment, this is what I see. And it's not good. João Mario instead of Juan Cabal. João Mario will go on the right, Cambiaso on the left. How long did it take? 15 minutes. Mamma mia. João Mario, dai, João. But anyway, the triangle there, Cambiaso, Cope, was not reassuring me. Let's see if Cambiaso can do something there on the left. We played it in another way. We prepared it in another way. What a disaster. Even if I tell you that I was a bit scared with Cabal. Already booked with a yellow card. But Gatti's taking the ball. He's putting them like that. Always out. Oh, bad. We started badly. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of Juve. 3 minutes of Juve. 52% ball possession. Duels, we are losing them. 30%, duels won. That on 10 duels, we lose 7. Extremely inaccurate in passes in opposition half. Already 4 attempts for Villarreal. 0 for Juve. We couldn't start in a... Well, we could. If you concede, it's even worse. But in terms of how you put, what you put on the field, no. No. Honestly, I was not expecting that. Oh, die. He's going faster. He's too fast. Die. Et voilà. Et voilà. Et voilà. Et voilà. Et voilà. Of course, 1-0 Mikao Datse. Too fast. He's falling on the ground. He has the opportunity to get up. Look, you see the will, you see that desire, you see that passion falling. He was faster than our two defenders. He falls on the ground. He has all the time to get up immediately. Look at that. Look at that pass between two defenders, between Cambiaso and Gatti. He's faster than both. He's falling on the ground. He's standing up and he's there to... You see, instead of blaming, instead of crying, instead of saying, oh, no, I don't know, there was a foul, there was a penalty. No, he plays. They play with velocity. Of course, it's 3 years that I'm speaking about Mikao Datse. Of course he would score today. But oh, guys, do you think it's normal? And Cambiaso and Gatti, they are not able to run behind the striker. Die. How? So open. Wide. Let's go. Vamos, andiamo. What a disaster. You can blame whoever you want, and you are totally correct. But today, on top of that, oh, ragazzi. The players are a disaster. I don't know what they are checking. I'm not even sure if they deserve to check. We deserve to concede that goal. Thank you, Probabilistic Skeptimist. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Sham. Then we need to score 2 goals. And thank you to Alessio, 45 months. What happened to pre-City rumors? Cambiaso. He's gone. He's totally gone. Probably his head is still in City. But like that, he will go nowhere. They were checking a possible foul from Mikao Datse on Cambiaso. 1-0. Deserved for Villarreal. Deserved for Juve. You enter like that, you're a shame. You're a shame. It's already the 5th attempt in 20 minutes, Madai. How fast were they? How slow was he? Cambiaso. And Gatti as a center defender. What? Ma play Rogani. Look. We cannot control the ball. There is nothing, guys. There is absolutely nothing. There is not a concrete path. There is absolutely nothing. It's bad. Weston McKennie is absent. Jonathan David, I didn't see. He wants to play, and then he's there. We don't see him. Cambiaso, he was a lunatic. He was dreaming on the right. He's creating a disaster on the left. Cabal, injured. On top of being injured before that, he was slow. There is nothing good that I can say. There is nothing good that I can say about today. There is not a single good thing that I can say about Juve today. 0. 0. 00. Like that. Like Mikao Datse. 0. No, commenting a game like that, it pissed me off. How did you enter? How on earth did you enter? We cannot do a pass in the feet. We cannot run. We cannot think. We cannot press. Look at that. Do you think it's normal? Weston McKennie. Then people are complaining. Then people are telling me he needs to play. Then people are complaining because he doesn't play. He is complaining because he doesn't play. Mamma mia. There is a fantastic save of Perin here because it was already 2-0. And deserved. And deserved. There is only Cannon. With the Pee-wee problems. Die. Open. There are 2 guys. Don't miss. Don't miss. They missed. It's already the second time in 3 days that he's putting me that ball on the goalkeeper. It's already the second time in 3 days that he's putting me that ball central on the goalkeeper, Weston McKennie. What a save from Perrin that is saving it on the post. Huh? What a save of Perrin. That ball was really tough. Huh? Saved by Perrin, saved by the post, and then we have a counter-attack. Look at that. That ball stays there in the air. And then you need to smash that ball there on the ground and taking a velocity à la David Trezeguet. Colo is remembering, he's reminding me. He said, Beppe, do you remember we were in Toronto, we were sitting, we said that goal of Mikao. I thought we knew it. Colo. You wake up, wake up. This you, at least, they have one thing. They need to be heard before doing something. We have been heard, so maybe we can do something. Guys, tell me, is it a miss of McKennie or not? I think it's a miss there. That's a miss. To me, it's a miss of McKennie. That's a miss. Here you need to pinch it on the ground. No, it's not easy. Huh? It's not easy. But there you cannot go like that. Boom. Joao Mario. Turn. Better turn with Joao Mario next to him. Kenan. The only one that creates. Huh? Cambiaso. Give a pass. No. Mamma mia. He needs to start giving normal passes. Huh? Here, maybe. That cross. Bad cross. Kenan into the box. Ball deflected. Juve woke up. Ooh, that counter-attack. He's fast. Mamma mia, Pepe is fast. Look at that. Look at Mikao. That's where he is. Luckily here, McKennie was there. Bravo, Locatelli. Get up. Here, Jonathan David. And we open on the left side. Beautiful control here from Cambiaso. Cambiaso is running. He slows down because there are not that much options. So he prefers to go to Yildiz. Yildiz tries to go on one-on-one with his man. Can't dribble his man. So it goes to Locatelli. Daimanu again to Kenan. Kenan to West. Weston McKennie is watching. What can he do? He prefers to go to the Turkish number 10. Oh, that pass is beautiful for Johnny. Johnny be good. Johnny. And we go back. Kenan. Cambiaso. And no solutions. We don't take the risk of going into the box. Johnny. But if it's Johnny, there is only Koopmeiners into the box, guys. That's why we don't cross. That's why we don't enter. Because there is only Koopmeiners into the box. Kalulu. Attenzione because the cross arrives. Deflected. Another attempt for Juve with Lloyd Kelly. Gattone. There. Kalulu is there. Bravo. Locatelli saw him. Cope. And Joao Mario could potentially... Ooh, that ball stays there. There is absolutely no foul. We go in the back. Ball deflected. No. Over the goal. Shot from Weston McKennie. They are scared. I tell you, they are scared. They are scared to fail. They are scared to miss. And you know what is happening when you are scared that you miss? Yeah, Locatelli, okay. It's true. Attenzione, that's a beautiful one. Ooh, there is a huge big foul, but we play with Johnny. No, what are you doing, Johnny? Johnny, you're a striker. You want to play as a striker. Then you need to go and shot on goal. But that's a big yellow. You cannot... That you gave the advantage, I understand it, but here you go. It's super aggressive here. You need to come with a yellow. If the other one was a yellow on Cabal, why is there no yellow here? Explain me. Yeah, it's true, Thomas. Also there, injuries, etc., because you're scared. I don't understand why no yellow there. You don't need to come back because you gave the advantage, but you come back and you give a yellow. I will play. Cope. Between two. Attenzione, Cope. Bravo, Cope. I cannot comment what I'm watching. It hurts. It hurts. By the way, I don't even know how we recuperated that ball. Anyway, we recuperated. Joao Mario on the right side. Joao, create something. Beautiful cross on the second post. Attenzione! Mamma mia. I tell you, there is only one player. Only one player that deserves to wear that shirt today. It's Kenan. It's Kenan. It's Kenan. Corner kick Juve. I remind you, 14 corner kicks against Atalanta. We didn't score on a single one. Who knows? Maybe today is the day. Kenan will take it himself. On the second post. Header. Attention. We are so unlucky. It's not normal. Eh? I think there is even an offside, but let's see. Attention. No. Mamma mia, we are so unlucky. Ball saved on the line. It looks like that, huh? It's one of these evenings. It's one of these evenings. You start bad, you didn't enter the game, and then it will be 80 minutes of chasing a goal that will never arrive because on top of that you are unlucky. But because of you, huh? Because you don't enter as it should. Why couldn't we play like that in the beginning of the game? Why? And we are not even playing that well, huh? Hey, Johnny. But Johnny's a disaster, huh? With all the respect, guys, Johnny's a disaster. We speak about the other ones, but Johnny is not playing well at all, huh? Pedrazza. Renato Vega. Pwah. Luckily they are offside because they are tying us. This is... I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable in watching this. Luckily he's offside, huh? But Gatti is not even watching. Did you see? He was not even looking. Go back and watch the replay. He's not even watching what is happening. Throwing Juve. 30 minutes already, yeah? 30 minutes. 30 minutes of nothing. Attention, Weston McKennie. Okay, better. Joao Mario. Joao Mario is cutting inside. That's what he can do. He tries to find a way. We can't. There is no foul. There is no foul, but there is no foul. But I don't know. Who is the referee? Can you please give me the name of the referee? Who is the referee? Istvan Kovac. Don't know who's that guy. Yeah, I know who he is. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Weston McKennie. Don't waste it. Don't wait. They don't know what to do. No. But are we joking or not? This is a recorded video. That's a prank, no? That's not the reality. I refuse to believe that it's the reality. Hey, Locatelli, mamma mia, shot from the distance, blocked. Also another beautiful tackle from Locatelli, but he's giving also the ball to Miko Dacia that is fast, and mamma mia, he's fast. Mamma mia, he's good. What did we miss on that player? Hey, he's never falling. Look at that. Quel joueur. What a player, George. Hey, can we play? Ball Juve. No, this is a prank video. I don't believe that what I'm watching is real. Die. Die. Please, please, please. Let me say things that are beautiful about you. Let me tell that it's just a 30 minutes that, I don't know, jet lag. That we are thinking that the yellows are the Juve players, that we are playing with the away of last season shirt. I don't know. But we cannot continue like that. Male, ma c'est pas possible. Questa macchina. Poof. Wow. 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 Guys, I don't know who is the worst one on the field today. It's extremely difficult to find the worst one at today. Perin, Locatelli, Yildiz, probably the only one that are doing an okay game. And again, him, huh? The only one. It's the only one. He's doing it alone. He's doing it alone, of course. Of course. Guys, like that, you cannot keep a Kenan Yildiz. Then he will, for really, will go to the eternal seconds in Premier League. Pah. Nah, it's not normal. Mufid, it's not normal. It's not his first game. He's probably going towards the 200 games with Juve. Long one, into the box. That ball stays there. Locatelli. Cope. The other side, Cope. Kalulu. Locatelli. Probably the best on the field today is Manu Locatelli. Joao Mario. Entered well, better than Cambiaso, Joao. Joao didn't enter bad. Yildiz. Cambiaso again. And now it's Yildiz. Attention from the distance. Too high. I can't wait to go for a break. I can't wait to go for a break. Today it's quality. I'm speaking about everyone. It's quality, it's leadership, it's experience, it's physicality. Today it's everything that is a real disaster. Everything. Thank you, Kozlaus. Thank you, my friend. Italy doesn't produce top players anymore. Problema. That's a huge, big problem, but we know it since years. But it's not only about... today we have how many Italians? Perin, Locatelli, Gatti, Cambiaso. The other ones are not Italian. Openda 2 seasons ago was a monster with Leipzig. Jonathan David is a top season in Champions League last season with Lille. They are... We didn't see them. I don't know. Bravo Locatelli with a sliding tackle for Joao. Everyone look like Mama. It's not normal. It's not normal that they all have. It looks like a sickness, and it's like contagious. You're right. At Juve, you cannot pass in the feet anymore. You can do it for the 2 first games of the season. Then it's over. Are they training together in the week? Look. But you see it also at the body, how we are. Look at Gatti, he's walking. My friends, he's walking. He doesn't know. We don't know. We are lost. Oh, mamma mia, Cope, man. He was up. Oh, I don't know what I'm watching. It's difficult to watch. And here we are. And here we are. And who knows? Do it alone. Do it alone, Kenan. But Kenan is not in form, eh? It's the Pee-wee. I hope that the Pee-wee didn't change the trajectory of his shot. That shot accuracy. Since he took the ball in the Pee-wee, the balls goes everywhere. Locatelli. And we go. Cambiato. Dai Andrea. Oh mon Dieu. Oh my God. And look, he's slow. Oh, what am I watching? My eyes are bleeding. This is the worst Juve of the season so far. The worst. I don't know, but fast. We need to go in the locker room. Fast. Yeah, look, we go again in a team that is absolutely not unmarking themselves. They are scared about the ball. There is a foul there. There is a foul there on Jonathan David. That's a foul. I want to watch it again because that's a foul according to me. No? There we play. Kenan is asking. Kenan is receiving. Locatelli is there. Dai Manu. Beautiful pass for a Cope. And we go from the total of the other side. Cope managed with the left. Beautiful attention. Hey, Jonathan is asking. He's saying ref, the back. At least he's protesting. But that's a foul. That's a penalty to me. Guys, judge. Penalty or no penalty? That's a penalty. That's a penalty. He's going with two hands on the back. He has absolutely no balance anymore. Because he's not falling on the ground immediately. If he falls, it's a penalty, yeah? No, and look, and now he's whistling. How is it possible? Guys, you cannot play football like that. I cannot play football like that. But yeah, but that's another discussion. That's what we are seeing since how long? Since 40 minutes now. And even more. And even more. Conceição is already warming up. Parejo is dancing between our players. That's a winning change, eh? Parejo, that was not in the predicted lineup, is playing a great game. Great game. Oh my God, look at that. This is really, really bad. This is depressing to see. Cope. And it's always the same thing that we are doing, eh? Show Mario, look, cross is bad. Pedrazza. Ball is there for Locatelli. The only one today, eh? Kenan is. Ooh, that's beautiful. Locatelli. Die. We have the opportunity to do something. Go on target. Man, no, mais c'est pas possible. It is not possible, guys. And look at the counter-attack. Look how fast they are. Look at how many open spaces. Because of a bad pass of Cope. Take it, Kelly. Matteo Perini is saving. He's saving the 2-0. You remember that Stuttgart game? Yeah, it's not over. It is not over. The shot again against us. Guay. Oh. Can we please go to the locker room? Can we please go to the locker room? Can we please go as soon as possible to the locker room? Poor. Oh my God. I don't know who is the worst today on the field between Koopmeiners and McKennie in the midfield. Cambiaso is there on the podium as well. Johnny is not good. Dai Locatelli. Dai Cope. Oh. This is so bad. This is so bad from Koopmeiners. I think that the Koopmeiners, he helped me out. I told you, I don't know who is the worst one. Koopmeiners just gave me a help. Coop just gave me a help. Cambiaso is out of category. Cambiaso is, at the moment, since 1 year, we start with Cambiaso the worst, and then we speak about the other ones. Gay. Totally alone. I look at the spaces. Wow. Looks like the game is at the 88th minute with Villarreal that must score. You cannot defend. Like, I don't even want to defend. But even if you want to try to say something, this is because of what, you cannot. This is too bad. This is too bad. What we are watching today is extremely, extremely bad. Wow. Yeah, should be 3-0. Should be 3-0. 3-1 if we want to be kind. But 3 for Villarreal, yeah. Perin saved us twice, I agree also, with Dr. Sav. But also Joao Mario, entered well with desire, but or they're the quality. Look at what they are doing there in the midfield. They never lose the ball. Guys, how is it possible? How is it possible? Miko Odace is dancing there. He's going alone. Mamma mia, what a player. What a player. What a player. I should start to be a scout. I should be a scout. Oh, and luckily, oh, he has just eaten Gatti. Oh my man. Thank you, Don. What do you want to call? It's better sometimes not to speak. You play with 3 midfielder. To actually reinforce your midfield, you have 2 that are doing the worst performance since they are at Juve. Simultaneously. Joao Mario, he wants but he can't. Cambiaso doesn't want. And that's the 5 in the middle that are explained. We are extremely lucky if they don't score to go at the locker room on the 1-0. I can't explain it to myself, guys, so don't ask me. Don't count on me to defend them. And we go to the locker room. We go to the locker room on a 1-0 for Villarreal with, can we say it, so far, the worst performance of Juve 25-26. Can we say it? Can we say it? Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can say it because it's totally correct. We are bad behind. We are extremely bad in the middle. We are bad up front. We are bad on the left. We are bad on the right. We are bad in our way of finishing. We are bad in passing. We are bad in physical contrast. In speed. Okay, whatever adjective you have, whatever word you have, I will tell you we were bad in that. This is on Tudor, but this is also on the players, guys. Tudor tried something that, according to me, looked smart. The problem is that we have a surprise move of Marcelino that instead of playing that 4-4-2 goes towards a 4-3-3. We have no backup plan, and this is on Tudor. But guys, Tudor or no Tudor, I can tell you that with the qualities that you should have on paper, you don't need Tudor, huh? You don't need Tudor to play decent, to do a decent pass in the feet. No? Then tell me whatever you want. This is on Tudor because the plan that we had in mind was immediately cancelled by Marcelino. Bravo, Marcelino. It's 1 week that we are speaking about 4-4-2 here. 1 week. I watched the entire season of Marcelino. He plays with a 4-4-2 except in one game where he played a 4-3-3. So we should have been ready that they have also a backup plan. Marcelino, what is he doing? He plays at 4-3-3. He surprised Juve tactically. And we are not able, because it was clear, huh? Serraz told us like 5 minutes before, he said, Beppe, they will play a 4-3-3, huh? Pay attention, Beppe, huh? It's a 4-3-3, it's not a 4-2-2. Look at the man that they have put. Parejo there is changing the game. No, it's not about over-respect. It's not about respect. It's not about respect. It's because they changed the lineup. We are totally lost. 1-1 after 3 minutes where we had the ball. So we tried, we wanted 3 minutes, and then it's over, huh? It's not about respect. It's about Villarreal that ate us, that were stronger than us in every single aspect of football. They were faster. And look at the first yellow card that is coming on Cabal. Eaten in velocity by Pepe. They were faster. They were stronger physically. They were winning the aerial duels. They were everywhere. They were accurate. We were not. Guys, I know it's easy to blame one player. Guys, today, they were all bad. I want to save, huh? That doesn't mean that they excelled. They were not great. If I need to do a podium today, I want to save 4 players. Saving, huh? Not giving them the medal of you play the best game. Who I want to blame, to save? Perin, Locatelli, and Yildiz-ish. Perin, Locatelli, Yildiz. Locatelli number 1. Perin 2. Yildiz 3. Yildiz is the only one that creates something, but today He's tired. Huh? No. That's what I tell you. I don't give them a medal of you're the best. But he's trying something. Then he missed one or two dribbles. We know it. He's in fatigue. But he's the only one that tries. The other ones are really, really bad. Don't tell me Gatti, guys. Huh? Gatti, disaster. He cannot build from the back with a ball. He's totally lost in that center back position. This is on Tudor. Play Rugani. Rugani is used to it. Or you go towards a four-man defense and you help them out. Go towards a four-man defense. Should have gone with a four-man defense also there to stop Pepe that is so fast. And you play with Gatti, Kelly in the middle. And with Kalulu as a right back. That's what you should have done really fast. But super fast. That's the first thing that you should have done. Understanding that this game, you need to go towards a four-man defense immediately. Immediately. If you were not fast enough to understand it, and you had the men to do it, baby, it was easy. You dropped Cabal, and you were with four there. You were with four. If you were not fast enough to understand it, then what do you need to do? You concede that goal, then something needs to ring. But you play, guys, and you play okay. There is a bit of desire at a certain moment, I believe, after the post. When they take the post, when we are lucky, there is a bit of desire from that moment on. But desire without quality. How many passes did we miss, guys? It was our show today. At the end, we go with 78%, but 78% in opposition half is low. Huh? A huge, big team that is playing fast. A Manchester City, just to name a team, they have in pass accuracy, they are at 95, huh? And in opposition half, they are towards 91, 92, 89 if things are going bad. We are at 78. And usually the passes that we are doing well are the one where we are taking zero risk on. Guys, look at that. Nothing is happening in all that momentum. I tell you, to me, McKennie was worse than Cope. And Cope, no, it's not true. I don't even know, guys, because it was so bad. McKennie didn't enter the game. He was constantly bad. It looks like not a professional player today. Today. With all the respect, today he doesn't look like a professional player. The other one, he starts. Did you see that? He started well in terms of, I go with pressing, I want to dictate the pressing tempo, and then he disappears. Without reason. Starface is saying McKennie somehow seems out of position. Guys, what is the position of McKennie? What is his position? Tell me. I don't know. He's playing as a midfield. That's his position, guys. No, Cope, bad. Kenan. Gatti as a center back is a danger. He's not fast. He's slow. He's not smart. Go with four. Now, immediately. Go with four. I see no other possibility. This is how we are playing at the moment. This is how we are playing at the moment in terms of positioning. It's really bad. It's really bad. The team is totally split. There is no alchemia between the player. There is nothing, guys. This is stressing me out so much you cannot imagine. And I was confident that we would win. I was confident that we would win. I said today we prepare the game. Today I feel that we prepare the game. Today we prepared it smartly. Thank you, Ninip. 47 months disaster. We play against Villarreal. But the problem is that it's not even Villarreal, not Villarreal. We are bad. We are bad. Today we play against Chievo Verona. We would have done the same. We are bad. Intellectuals, 34 months. As bad as we are, they look beatable. Wake up. But yeah. Oh, ragazzi. We are so bad. So bad. And at the end, if you are looking, we have 8 attempts. They have 9. We have 2 on target. We could have been dangerous in certain moments. The problem is that after what I watched today, I don't trust Juve at all to come back. But yeah, it's true. Abai, thank you for the donation. It is time to fully give up on Cope. Cambiaso not far behind. None of our center backs can play entry balls, so they just pack the midfield and chill. Cambiaso, after 2 minutes, I believe. The first time after 2 minutes where he's totally not concentrated, where he's totally sleeping. You see that the face, you see, that's not acceptable for a player of that level. That you cannot, you understand the game of Cambiaso immediately. To me, it's the worst first half of the season. Thank you, Sosi. Take off Cope, bring Conceição, and Adzic for McKennie. Go back to what you want. Go back to a real 3-4-2-1, and you play with Fantasia up front. Play with Fantasia up front. We play with the fantastic Zegrova, Conceição. Play with them. Play with them. Play with them. At least we see some dribbles. You concede 3-0, whatever. They concede 3-0. I don't care. But what we saw today in that first half is really bad. It's extremely bad. There is nothing, I cannot say anything good about today. We already did one change, so there will be, certainly, I can already guarantee you there will be some changes here immediately. 1, if not 2. I go with 2 players that will be changed now. And then we keep possibly 2 more changes later. Nicola, thank you, my friend. 11 months, like they never play together. And yeah. They are foreigners. They don't know each other. They don't speak the same language. They don't even play the same sport. Mikodats is scoring, guys. It was written, huh? I had absolutely no doubt. That what I never bet. You know that I never bet, but I should have bet on that one. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I come back to live together with you a crazy second half. Crazy in a way or in another, but it will be crazy. So give me 2 minutes. I come back. We already started. We already started, apparently. Yeah. I wish it was not true, but unfortunately we already started, guys. I'll put the chrono on again in a second. But we already started again. Then I will check if there were some changes. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, ball Juve. Oof, there was a foul there. Were there changes or not? I see Kelly. Conceição in for Cope. And luckily Cope is out. Cope was bad. Cope was so bad. Cope out with Conceição in. That's the only change that we made. If we could, we should have changed 7 players. Pay attention because we have an opportunity here immediately with Conceição that he's giving up. No! 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 What a pass! And what a miss! And then you tell me why you didn't want Mbappe at Juve. That's the biggest miss I ever saw in my life. That's the biggest miss I ever seen in my entire life. This is the biggest miss I have seen in my entire life. This is not a football player. You can blame Tudor for a lot of things, but even Tudor was like you and me. We can blame Tudor on a lot of things, but here you can't. Put him out. Put him out. This is... Oh no, this is not acceptable, guys. This is not acceptable. A miss like that is not acceptable. There were comms about Dusan Vlahovic missing. We signed another one. The second most paid player at Juve. A miss like that on a 1-0 in Champions League. Can you imagine? I would have been better to wait a bit more there instead of coming back immediately. At least I would have spared my eyes to see something like that. No. Dai, Conceição. Do it alone, Conceição. Then people are blaming that he's selfish. It would be better that he's selfish. Like, let me try to comment the game in a sporting way with a bit of support because they dragged me into depression. So it's quite difficult to comment because it's difficult to see something. Let me try to be as neutral as possible for a few minutes. Let me check. Because I'm going a bit... in exaggeration mode, it's not helping. Throw in, a long one. Attenzione, ball is there. No! Gattone! That went with a bicycle kick to put it again on 1-1. Oh, after the biggest ever miss, I saw the most beautiful goal I ever seen. What did I just witness? What did I just witness? I told you, I wanted to comment again the game a bit in a normal way after being in depression. Oh, let me check if there is no an offside. Ah, no, there is never an offside on a throw-in. There is never an offside on a throw-in. Po. Gattone. Po, what a fantastic bicycle kick. What a fantastic goal. This is for the books. This is for the books. Po. This Juve is crazy. Missing the most easiest tap-in ever and scoring a worldie. The goal of the week in Champions League. Don't look for another one. Don't look for another one. This is the goal of the week. Oh, what a goal. First ever goal in Champions League for Federico Gatti. And what a goal. 1-1. Dai, Juve. Now you have the entire second half. Grande Conceição. Grande Conceição. And we play. Dai, Locatelli that did a really, really beautiful first half. And we play here, beautiful control for Kenan. Dai, Weston. Beautiful pass for Jonathan David. Dai, I want to believe. Dai, I want Dai. Oh, he misses it. Okay, Kenan again on the ball. Weston McKennie. Weston that is opening on the second post. Nobody. Oh, he's slipping. There is a foul. There is a foul. Ball Juve. No. There is a foul for us. He's slipping. He's slipping. Mamma mia, what a goal. The goalkeeper misses it there. He was absolutely not expecting that. Impossible to save. What a goal of Federico Gatti. What a way to do it in a moment of difficulty. Because after missing that tap in, I can guarantee you that a lot of teams would have collapsed. A lot of teams would have collapsed. I didn't understand what he whistled, the referee, to be totally honest with you. That ball stays on. Bravo, Conceição. The impact of Chico is incredible. Mamma mia, ma che gol ha fatto. But what a goal did he score. What a goal did he score. With the away supporters that are celebrating, they went totally crazy. Ooh, you see? From the moment that I said, guys, I will support you instead of criticizing you, they brought us back on a 1-1, but it's not enough. Bravo, Gattone. He needed that goal, looks like. Turin, pay attention for the transitions, because Villarreal is fast in these transitions. The referee has been awful. I agree. There is nothing really big, huge, but that yellow card in the beginning of the game for Cabal, a yellow card not given for Villarreal, a hero foul that has been whistled out of totally nowhere because the player slips. It's not because of Locatelli. There are some things that we can discuss. Attention, a beautiful pressing here from Weston. That ball stays there. What a fantastic control to cancel immediately two players of Juve. That ball goes there to Pepe that is fast on Cambiaso. Cambiaso, no mistake, please. That ball, oof, luckily, Parejo is putting that ball at the third level of El Stadio Ceramico. An7 is saying, what would we say if Dusan missed it? We would say exactly the same as what we said for Jonathan David. Exactly the same. Again, please stop, because there is absolutely nothing personal. It's about a player that is missing. Like we criticized Jonathan David, we would have criticized Dusan Vlahovic. And I believe that in the chat, everyone agreed with the huge big miss, which will absolutely not save all the misses of Dusan Vlahovic in the previous seasons. Of course not. Lloyd Kelly with a foul. What a goal of Federico. I still can't believe it. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal. Pepe will take it. Pay attention for the shot from the distance, because they studied us. Guys, I can tell you that they studied us. So pay attention, please. 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 Pay attention. They are prepared for that second ball. Pay attention, I tell you. On the first. Okay. Okay, great. Great. They play fast. Pepe. On the ball again. Cambiaso on him. There is no foul. There are Kenan that is helping as well. Another beautiful player. Chapeau. But it's Juve now with a positive transition. Joao Mario couldn't keep the ball, and we lost it again. The yellow submarine on the ball with Marin in the middle for Guay. Pressing from Kenan, first pressing there. Jonathan Davis helping. Oh, bravo, Chico. That Chico is a one-on-one. Chico. Mamma mia, what an impact! What an impact! impact! What an impact of Chico! Mamma mia! Super sub! Super sub! Ho, 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 ho. And Juve, against all odds, is taking the lead in Estadio Ceramico. Mamma mia! Oh, the mistake! A mistake! A gift from the captain there! A gift on Parejo. But here, look at how fast he was to control that ball with the exterior of his left foot. Look at that. Boom! Actually, he's leaving Renato Vega there on hold. And boom. Ah, chapeau. Oh, bravo. Bravo, Chico. Bravo, Chico. For all the people that were already cancelling him. It's over with Chico. We'll never see him again now that we have Jagrova. Bravo, Chico. Bravo, Chico. The impact, the 11 minutes of Chico in that second half are something out of this world. Juve at the moment is winning. Now, please don't go back in first half mode. What an impact. We already have the title, or we should have the title of the video of tomorrow morning. What an impact. Chico Conceição. Wow. I rarely see an impact like that from a football player. But Ben, I don't know. Looks like we said it. We need to be hurt before reacting. Oh, but how we entered that second half. Bravo. We are not great tactically. We are not great physically. We are not great in a lot of aspects. But if there is something that this Juve this season they have, is that will of trying, of doing, of playing. Pay attention, because Villarreal will not give up. The game is absolutely far from over. Fabione. I think this Juve is making me lose hair. You see, for me, they are growing. Start facing the shortest player on the field is a giant. Mamma mia! Oh, but I will not. It's impossible. It's impossible to survive a season like that. I tell you, like this, it's impossible. To me, I will not survive. I tell you. Renato Vega, Marin, Mourinho. It's not sustainable, Mauri. Chico, what an impact. That miss is not acceptable. That miss is not acceptable. And we are in management of the ball. Pay attention, Juve, please. And build a statue to Perina. Cambiaso, carrying the ball. Stopping. Locatelli saying, give it to me. I will take care of it. To Gatti. Gatti needed it after a really bad first half. Chico. Pay attention, because last time that we passed that ball centrally was a disaster. You remember? Against Atalanta. And we play. Bravo, one touch here. Ball Juve, we play. Oh, he wanted to play fast, but that ball, he slipped from the hand. He tried, and he wanted to play fast, but Kenan will not stay long on the pitch. You see it. What does he want? Why is he complaining there? There we play. Long one. McKennie, beautiful. Mamma mia, that was beautiful. And it's still dangerous because that ball stays there into the box. And it's Chico on the ball, turning around his opponent. Oh, he goes with a beautiful cross on the second post. That ball stayed there. But how are we missing it? We could have. Kelly and McKennie. Absolutely no offside. It's McKennie. McKennie's great in headers, in entering the spaces, in being there, but then that accuracy, man, that accuracy. It was McKennie, it was not Kelly. And we play with Gatti, beautiful here. From the back. Locatelli taking the spot also of Gatti when needed. Kalulu, we didn't mention a lot of time Kalulu. Joao Mario, no mistakes. Joao, bravo, bravo. Die. That's what I love. That's what I like. Okay. 2-1 up. We made that remontada. We are managing our energies with the ball on our feet, and we are trying to play vertical. What a pass here. Western McKennie is opening for Kenan. They score and go and be subbed out. No, he's tired. Huh? He's tired, but I would love. Score and go out, Kenan. Give us that 3-1 lead and give the space to someone else. Openda. Jegrova on the others. And you switch with Conceding. I don't know. Kenan. The second corner kick of the evening. Dai ragazzi. Kenan is going. Attention, it's a beautiful one. But there was nobody on the penalty spot. Ball for Kalulu that is taking with the header. Looking for Perin. Perin is there. Don is saying, look, no hate, but look at the difference without Cope. Yeah. No. But we thank you for the donation, Don. But no, it's not about hate or not. Cope was a disaster. We said it, huh? I remember your donation. You wanted to talk about Cope. I told you better not to talk, and that's exactly what Tudor did. He took him out of the field. He didn't want to talk about it anymore. There was nothing anymore to say. The performance was horrendous. And pay attention, huh? At 15 minutes, probably they received some task. Probably they received a bit of slap, like that Turkish video where he's going in the locker room like bam, bam, bam. Probably that's also what woke them up. It was like that, guys. It's unacceptable. Huh? How we played that first half was really unacceptable. There is a foul here on Chico. Referee whistled it. The game is long. Guys, can we keep it or not? Can we keep it or not? This is the big question. Can we keep the result? Can we keep the 3 points or not? Yes, for Mateus. The game is long. Huh? The energies will drop even more. Jorge is scared. Yes for GTA. Yeah. Ha cambiato. Pay attention, 2 players will enter for Villarreal. The first changes. The 17 goes out for number 20. So Buchanan goes out. And also Parejo goes out. And Molero. So they go towards a 4-4-2 now. Clearly a 4-4-2. And they go towards something that they know really well. The 4-3-3 worked for an instance, then it went away, and now they went back. 4-4-2. Molera is really dangerous, I agree. What a miss of Jonathan David. I still can't believe what a miss. Pay attention to Mikao Datse. He's on the ball. That should have been a foul from Kelly. And luckily they are still in possession. Really bad from Renato Vega there. But that could have been a foul. That could and should have been a foul from Lloyd Kelly. Lloyd Kelly's fighting, huh? Lloyd Kelly is fighting. Yeah, after a huge big wave of Juve attacking, now it's a bit more calm. With 25 minutes to go, the game is extremely long. And we play with Lloyd. Lloyd Kelly opening to Kalulu. Clearly a three-man defense here that you see. Gattone. Lloyd Kelly. Oh, Lloyd that is going alone. Dribbling his man, changing. What a beautiful opening from the number 6. And that control from Chico Conceição. Locatelli asking and finding João Mario. We play with the other Portuguese, the number 7, Conceição. Opening to Lloyd Kelly that is pressed by Mikau Datse. Pay attention, there are 2 players. That was dangerous. A bit too much. Grande Lloyd that is recuperating that ball without making mistakes. Cambiaso is playing immediately with Perin. Bravo Lloyd. He tried, he didn't work. He recuperates the ball. Bravo. Aia. Oof. But Johnny, stay in the game. You play at Juve. The referees are against Juve. They will not whistle anything. So stay in the game. From the moment that they whistle something, then you go to blame the referee. But while he didn't whistle, you play. Cambiaso. Locatelli. Kenan is tired, guys. That's why we want to check what we can do. I don't see him staying much longer. Grande Locatelli. Oh, that's a bit too much. Mamma mia, Locatelli. Johnny. Dai, Johnny, here. Open. Bravo. Cambiaso. Take it with your left. I took it with the right. But okay. Carry that ball. Go up. Long one to change attention and leave it for Chico. That control was not fantastic against Renato Vega that anticipated him. They worked together last season in the same club. Now they are one against each other. You see, Kenan is tired, guys. It makes sense. We knew it. Oh, that opening was beautiful. If he's taking that control immediately in first touch. Gay. Opening, pay attention. Cambiaso is there on his man. Oh! What is happening? And the referee didn't see it, but now they need to call him back. I read no, probably no, but the referee need to tell him. They cannot come back for a yellow. They cannot come back for a yellow. Oh. They still have 0 yellow cards, just to tell you. They have 0 yellow cards. What a beautiful goal from Conceição. The goalkeeper thought that he would have gone to the far post. He waited until the last moment so that the goalkeeper fell. Pay attention because that ball could potentially stay on. Johnny. Johnny is playing in the back. Kenan enters the box. Goes on his left. Johnny needs to take some holiday. But no. 20 minutes to go. And here we go, attenzione, because you have an opportunity. Conceição, what a game of Chico with a beautiful cross. Attenzione, we go towards the second post, there is absolutely nobody. Ball will go for the goalkeeper, Tenas. And they play immediately, and they play fast, so we need to be alert and awake. Long ball, grande Gattone, João Mario. Cambiaso is asking to calm the game. Why? Is it because Tudor told him? Is it because, I don't know, he wants to calm the game because he can't run anymore? I have no idea. But he was asking to everyone to calm down. Gatti, but you already did the same mistake and we blamed Azic for it. You did the same mistake against Atalanta. You did exactly the same mistake against Atalanta. It's not because you scored a worldie that you will be forgiven everything. Attenzione, Kenan. Oh, he's out. You see, or usually he would have gone to the second man. Now he went a bit more cautious because he knows that he has no energy. João Mario. João in the back for Conceição. He's the man, of course. The man. David. Cambiaso. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, Kenan. Oh, la magia di Kenan. And then Johnny is hitting the bar. He's hitting the bar, but it's not over. It consists out that he has an opportunity. That ball, I don't know. Deflect, I don't know what happened. Unlucky Johnny. Unlucky Johnny. But that pass of Kenan is pure magic. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. And I don't know how Conceição took the ball. Bad luck for Juve. Bad luck for Juve. But that was beautiful from Johnny. I should have deserved to score that goal. McKennie. That ball stays in. Bravo, Kenan. McKennie centrally. Oh, that's also beautiful. Kenan Yildiz. La roulette over the player. Again, over two players. Mamma mia, what did he do? What did he do? What a player. Kenan Yildiz. The ball goes out. What a player. Kenan Yildiz. Even with one leg, he's the best one. He's the best one. He's the best one. He's superior. Superior player. Superior player. Pay attention because it's only one goal of advantage. And it's only 1-2. Oh, attenzione. Luckily here. Gattone bravo here. But it's a second corner kick for Villarreal. Hurt himself, Gattone. Aia. And the goalkeeper touched it, I believe. Ah, no. It's a pity because there you close the game. It's a pity because there you close the game. Corner kick. Beaten on the second post. Pay attention to that second post. That ball still. Ooh, what a miss. Ooh, what a miss. We miss, but they miss. We miss, but they missed. Look at that. Oh. Oluwaseyi. Oof. And we play centrally like Weston. It's a battle there, eh? It's a battle. 2 more changes, I believe, for Villarreal soon now. Cardona is entering with the 24 that is going out. And Mika Odatse out. With the 11, Akomash, Ilyas that enters as well. But it's Juve on ball possession. And Juve goes on the right side trying to fight Conceição. Renato Vega was faster. Conceição again. That ball stays on side. Ball Juve. Play in the back. Grande. Locatelli's there. McKennie. Cambiaso. Why is Cambiaso there? Can someone explain me? Why is he there? There is absolutely nobody on the other side. Cambiaso. You see? We look. Mamma mia. You see? Why was he there? You see? He's taking the yellow card. He's taking that yellow card. Of course. But why on earth was he there? I agree with Mario. Put Kostic in. Why on earth was he there? He's losing the ball. Why on earth was he there? You see, we anticipated it, huh? We saw it, we knew it. And a corner kick for Villarreal. Now they will push, huh? With 14 minutes to go, they will push. It's long, 14 minutes. For me, 30 seconds are already late or long. 14 seconds are already long. So imagine 14 minutes. Plus injury time, huh? They won the ball, eh? Renato Vega, man marked by Cambiaso. It's a battle. We need to suffer. We Juventini, we have a destiny. The destiny is to suffer. Long ball into the box. Second post. That ball stays there. Perin, bravo. On the ground, Perin, bravo. Like I told you. You remember? Mom, stop with Tudor subs. Stop with... Mamma mia! Stop with Tudor subs. What subs? David has energy. Yeah, okay, he missed it. But that will not change you the game. On the left, there is not really. You have Jagrova, but can he play in the position of Yildiz? I don't know if he can. Because we have nobody there as a vice Yildiz in that exact position. In the midfield, we have no midfielders anymore. You want Kostic that didn't play since like 4 years. You want to start him here now? At 12 minutes against Villarreal? I think you don't understand, guys. We are suffering. It's not about Vlahovic. It's not about Openda. Rugani, bravo. That's the change that you must do. Rugani and Azic. Voila. That's the change. Bravo. Bravo, Kenan. Giving everything, eh? Everything. Yildiz out. Cambiaso out. And then you probably go towards what we were asking. The first minutes of Rugani, yeah? Up. And then Azic that will come and reinforce. Let's see how we will play. I don't know, guys. Could be that we play like that. With Kelly a bit more higher. Probably that's how we go and do it. Yeah. Kalulu. He's on the left. But let's see. In a few minutes, McKennie. I need to understand. Because Rugani is central. But we'll speak about it later. We have 10 minutes to understand what Tudor did. Kalulu is on the left. Rugani is center back. Azic is there in spot of Yildiz. That's easy. Ah. Let that ball goes out. Bravo. We still have one change. We still have one possible change. Who's stressed? Who's stressed? Robbie. Matteo. Move it. That's smart. 2 balls on the field. Bravo. Pay attention because they play, Villarreal, Adic. Bravo. Kelly's putting that ball away. Not good here from Kelly. Okay. Good player there in the midfield. And they cross, and that ball stays there. Gatti protected. There is a foul on Gatti, according to me. The referee says no. Gatti is pushing that ball really far away. In defeat immediately of the yellow submarine. And they are pushing. Attention, it will be long. 7 minutes 30 plus injury time. There is no foul, but Pepe today, mamma mia. They try. I don't know if we will keep. I don't know if we will keep it, mama. I'm scared. I'm scared. Bravo, Vasilje. And Kalulu that is putting that ball far away, but it goes immediately in the feet of Villarreal. Juan Mayo saying Pepe is a beast. Yeah. Good player. Good player. Impressed me a lot today. And the ball stays there. Oh, no. Dive. It's too much now. We are too much in the back. Shot from the distance. What a deflection with his body. He's asking. He's on the ground. The referee is saying play. While the player is on the ground. Now he's saying stop. The referee. Conceição on the ground. That ball came. Renato Vega with a shot from the distance, and then I think there is nothing, guys. Indeed. Kostic warming up, Openda as well. 6 minutes plus injury time. I think there was a yellow, I don't know for who. Openda is warming up in front of the player. Long ball. In the box. Uh-oh. Oh, my man. Oh, my man. That throw-in went... Apparently, that's what they are... Ah, no, there is nothing. There is absolutely nothing. There is absolutely nothing. No. Hand is like that. He's closing the eyes. There is absolutely nothing. No, no, no. You cannot whistle that. You cannot whistle that. You cannot whistle that. You cannot whistle that. You cannot whistle that, right? Dusan Vlahovic entering. Bravo, bravo Dusan. Bravo Dusan, enter. Do fast so that we play David out. Performance of David. Not good. Okay, we play. Absolutely no penalty. We knew it, but pay attention, Juve, because if you stay there too long, something will happen. So please pay attention. Please pay attention. Please pay attention, because you see, if he was 1 centimeter more like that, it was a penalty, and nobody could say anything about it. So please pay attention. Like Joao Mario with the header. There is an offside, but they play. Here. Okay. No, no. You decide to give the advantage. They miss it. Then it's over. Then it's over. Then it's over. I hope you agree with me, guys. He clearly said, okay, I give the advantage because you're in possession. They lose it. It's over. Long ball. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. And there was another one. I didn't see him. Pay attention, because now they go centrally. Renato Vega, we know that it's dangerous in the box. Men mark him. There is a push on Kelly. There is a push on Kelly. There is another push there. But, oh, guys, please do something. And please take Adic out of that box. He's too nervous to be there. Take Adic from out of the box. Put Adic on top. And now there is nothing. It's him that is pushing him. What are they complaining about? Oh, these guys, they are playing dirty, yeah? Yeah. They are playing dirty. They are playing dirty. 2 times no. The 3rd time, pay attention. So don't take risks, guys. Don't take risks. Keep that ball. Mamma mia. But there is a foul there on Joao Mario. I don't understand what is happening here on the field. Player on the ground. There is a shot on Joao Mario. He's not whistling. The referee is losing the game. Look. No, but there is a foul. There is clearly a foul. Show me the replay. But there is a foul. Perin that is totally missing it. And it's a corner kick to Villarreal. Pay attention, because it's 1 minute. It's a 4th corner kick for Villarreal. And pay attention. Guys, pay attention. There are too many things that are happening in the box. There are too many things that are happening in the box. Ball into the box. Et voilà. Et voilà. Renato Vega. I told you. I told you. I knew it. It was too long. I knew it. I knew it. Poor. Why? But we knew it, guys. We knew it. Against Dortmund, you make the remontada. Today, you take it. Attenzione, because there is an opportunity with Dusan Vlahovic. Renato Vega is there. What a game from Renato. What a game from Renato. Five minutes to go. Oh, dai, Rugani. It was written, guys. You see it on the momentum here. We tried, huh? We didn't give up after we conceded 2 goals, but it was over. We saw it in the last 20 minutes. Oh, man. Fantastic corner, Renato Vega. We told it, huh? We said it because we know him. He was our player. We said he can do it. I will already start. Should I already start banning people or not? You know it here, guys. There are a lot of channels that are doing watch-alongs. If you want starting with out, go out yourself, go on another channel. If you want to speak about football, we can speak about football. If we can say what went well and wrong, we can speak about it. If you start with hashtag out and starting revolution, this is not the channel. This is absolutely not the channel. You are not welcome. I tell you already in advance. Before we start doing the post game, I tell you. Okay? Okay? So you are already warned. Especially not with can we start with mass out? Can we start with hashtags? Please, no. Please, no. Because here we could possibly concede a third goal. Huh? And they have an opportunity. Manoma, communicate, please. Please communicate. That's a ball for Perin. That's easily a ball for Perin, but you don't communicate. And Villarreal is pushing. They have 2 minutes. They have 2 minutes. Ball stays there. It's on top. No, there is no foul. There is no foul, mom. There is a foul. There is a foul. Yeah, but Gatti has been bad. Huh? Gatti has been really bad. Dangerous free kick. It's a dangerous one with 1 minute 15 to go. Ball into the box. Attenzione. Perin in the hands. Now go up, but you see they are walking because they are scared. Because they have absolutely no intention to win the game. That's the problem. That's the problem, guys. Perin, long. Our player, Renato Vega, that is scoring the 2-2 at the 90th minute, and the one that was on my wish list since 3 years. 30 seconds. The referee is also annoying me. The referee is extremely annoying. Villarreal, long one. Yellow card for Conceição. They are looking for the penalty. Huh? They are looking for the penalty. They were looking for it since so long, and they will give it at a certain moment. They will give it. They are looking for they are looking for the penalty. Game is over. Two out of 6 for Juve. Last time we won 1 point in the last minutes. Today we give away 2 points in the last minute. Honestly, it's correct like that. It's a disgusting first half, really. The worst first half I've seen from Juve this season. Let's be totally honest. A Tudor that studied a 4-4-2, sorry, of Villarreal. When they go to our 4-3-3, we are totally lost. On top of that, it's not helped by our players, because we go with we come from the best performance of Teun with Juve to his worst performance. So it's a player that is not reliable. It's not reliable. We go with Weston McKennie that looked like a player from amateur level. That was absolutely not a professional player in that first half. We come from a Cambiaso that is another one. Absolutely not reliable. Useless. Really, really bad game of Cambiaso in that first half. Whoever the striker is, we can't find him, we can't help him. That it's Dusan Vlahovic, that it's Openda, that it's Jonathan David in the first half, disaster. A Yildiz that is clearly out of energy. A Gatti is still speaking about that first half. He's not a center back. I'm still asking if he's a defender. I don't understand. So, bad choices from Tudor. Bad performance of Juve. Do you have a reaction in the second half? You have an impact man that is Conceição, that is entering, and immediately in the first 11 minutes is showing that he can change the game. Conceição that once, Juve that once, we have that huge big miss. The biggest miss of all time from Jonathan David. We have immediately after that a fantastic bicycle goal from Gattone. But that doesn't help him in the back. And then you have a few minutes later, you have a Conceição that is going for a 2-1. A Juve that I must say, it's not we score and we go into the back, because that's not true. We continue to have it until at a certain moment where we totally lose it. We totally lose it, and that's the moment where we are out. We are out, because we all knew it. It will arrive. It will arrive. It will arrive. It's a matter of time before we concede that goal. That it comes from a handball, from a foul, they were looking. They were playing dirty. They were looking for whatever strategy to come on 2-2 and even winning that game. But the goal would have come. You have no change because you play your 3 midfielders. You have no changes in the midfield. You have no changes in the back. But Amr is not there. So you see that it's incomplete Juve on a 2-1 against Villarreal. Villarreal that was starting to go with all in all for one for all. You don't go with Jegrova, you don't go with Openda. At that moment, you don't go with Vlahovic. You keep one change, you never know, for an injury. At the end, you do it. David out, Vlahovic in. According to me, the problem is not the changes. It's not the changes. It's the fact that for 45 minutes, the first half, we were not able to react. Tudor couldn't address what we saw in the first 6 minutes. We couldn't address it. Then in the second half, better, Juve? Better. But not for long, because this Juve has no 90 minutes in their legs. So bad, really bad. I will read the messages of Lorenzo and Mohamed before I take 2 minutes of break. I need it, guys. I'm tired. And then I come back to speak with you about the game of today. Lorenzo, thank you, my friend. The last 20 minutes of the game is one of the most pathetic performances I've seen us play. They didn't touch the ball for more than 5 seconds. Yes, but I blame more the first half than the last 20 minutes. You know why? Because in the first half you have energies. In the 20 last minutes you had no, and we knew it. We said it. I don't know if you were there with us during the watch along, but we said we have no energy to keep it. At a certain moment, the 60th minute, I say to the guys in the chat, will we keep it? I don't know. Because if you're not able to close the game before, it will be extremely difficult. Okay, here, what's the name? Mako. We will ban Mako from the chat. Ban user. Oh, finally. No, guys, don't start with hashtags because you piss me off. Okay? Don't start with hashtags, please. Speak about the game. Speak about every single thing that Tudor did bad. Speak about every single thing that the players did bad. Absolutely. Don't start with hashtags today. On the 1st of October, I kick you out. Guys, if you want people to go out, then you also agree to be kicked out as well. So behave or you're out. So no, for me, the 45 first minutes are worse than the last 20. Because the last 20 you have no energy because you can't anymore. Because the bench is the bench, because the quality of the team is the quality of the team. What is the solution to this? I'm not the coach, guys. One of the first solutions. You know what is the solution to have a beautiful Serie A? You want the reality? It will be hard to hear, but the reality is being out of Champions League after the 8 games, signing a midfielder, a right wing back, and you focus on 1 game per week in Serie A. And you have 1 week to prepare the game, you have 1 week to rest, and you have 1 week to go, and you have 3 points. Because I don't think that this team has what it takes in them to play a multiple competition now. It's an incomplete team. Today you miss Thuram, and today you are not able to have one player that is able to at least be decent, because we are blaming Cope correctly. He was the worst. He should have been the first one to go out, not Cabal. On top of that, we lose Cabal. We didn't speak about it. Miretti is not a player for a 2-man midfield, so Tudor will have to change. He will have to change. The faster, the better. He must change. Fast, really fast. Because Miretti can't play in a 2-man defense, because Miretti is terrible in losing a lot of balls. He creates. He's a technical player, but he can't. Mohamed, and then I go for 2 minutes, I take some water, I come back. Mohamed is saying, thank you, brother. We are a team that can score unlike last year, but a team that accept a lot of goals. Without solutions for this, we will keep losing points. It's a team that is not ready today to do the double face. You have a heart in that team. It's a team with a heart. It's a team with a heart. We cannot blame that. This is at least one thing that we can say thanks to Tudor, because he was able to bring a bit of heart to the team, to be a bit less scared in playing, in trying, at risk of conceding another goal, which should have happened in that first half, because it's a team that should have conceded the goal. Should have conceded the goal in that first half. A second one. Correctly. Remember when I say we should have won 2-0 at halftime against Atalanta? Well, today we should have lost 2-0, 3-0 in the first half. But it's a team that today Tudor was not able to readdress in the first half, because you are not obliged to wait 45 minutes to start. Guys, it's easy, at that moment. Ragazzi, there on the left, we are a disaster. Change. Go with 4. Go with 2 men. They are not playing a 4-4-2, so play 4 men. Guys, with the men that we had in the starting of the game, we had Kelly, Gatti that can play center back. Kalulu can play right back. Cabal could have played left back. When he was injured, you could have put Cambiaso there. You can play that. You can do it. You can do it easily, and you don't need to wait 45 minutes to enter. Maybe you do it for 20 minutes, the time to calm down the waves of Villarreal, and then you go back to what you were planning. But you see that they changed, and that's to blame on Tudor. That's a huge thing to blame on Tudor, that he had to wait 45 minutes, and you're throwing them away, the 45 minutes. The last 20 minutes, what am I blaming there? I'm blaming the preparation. A preparation that says that you have no energies. You have no energies to go up. I blame the fact that we have a Dusan Vlahovic, an Openda, a Jonathan David, that are too much for these roles up front. Because yes, you can put 1 player, yes, you can put 2 players. If we are losing the game against Dortmund, for example, or against Inter, you can put all of them up front because you are obliged to go and recuperate the goal. But today you see the limitations of the roster. Today it's clearly also a limitation of the roster. What is the limitation of the roster? Clear. That you have, if you are leading 2-1 and you want to manage a bit, you have no. Because Bremer is injured, and you know that Bremer would never play 50 games in a row this season. And you know that Thuram has difficulties in the beginning of the season. If we know something from, what is his name there, Thiago Motta, he told us last year he has difficulties in the beginning of the season to play with 3 games in a row. Now, I want to speak about Tudor, the mistakes, but I don't want to blame him only. Jonathan David cannot miss a goal like that. Cambiaso cannot sleep like that. Gatti cannot make these defensive mistakes game after game after game after game. McKennie cannot look like a player that never played a single game at Juve. How many games did McKennie play with Juve? How many? He played 187. I told you he was nearly towards the 200 games. He played 187 games with Juve, guys. He's not tired. You cannot. Guys, this is the reality. Blame Tudor how much you want, but the quality of the team, the fact that we are not complete in terms of roles with players, we have a problem. You see today why João Mario is a player with some limitations, because he can do some things. He can create, he can solve. It's a player with some difficulties. Cannot give you that balance. So we have some limitations. The team has some limitations. You remember how many times I told you I don't do prediction of the season because Juve will not win. I don't see Juve winning the league because, and guys, if I tell you Juventus will not win the league, it means that we are not the strongest one. It means that we are not strong enough to compete, which by consequence means that you will draw some games, you will lose some games. Today, the draw feels like a loss, like the draw against Verona feels like a loss, like the draw against Atalanta feels like a loss. The only draw that feels like a win is the one of Dortmund, because you are 2 goals under, you are able to come back. This Juve, the only thing I tell you that I see that is better is that we have a team that, and that's the reality, against adversity, against difficulties, against from the moment that we are hurt, we are able to react. But we cannot manage it. At the moment, we never lost this season. Is that a good thing when you come from 4 draws in a row? No. So I need to read a few comments, but I ask you your permission, guys, if I could go 1 second to the bathroom and coming back. Thank you to all the people that are following, guys. If you want, while I go away for 2 minutes, if you go on Instagram, for the people that didn't do it, on Instagram you have football content awards, so football.content awards, and in the category best podcast, I show you here international. Don't forget international. If you can tag me, at least the people that never did it, so that we can try to win the trophy for best content international, would be really, really beautiful. So if you can do it while I'm 2 minutes away, that would be grateful. If you did there, you can still do it also on the side that they have, so football content awards, where you can go and vote in the category best podcast international. I will put you the link here into the chat, and then give me a second, I come back, but that would be fantastic. So give me a second, I come back, so that we can debrief and take our time to speak about another draw. Villarreal 2, Juve 2. I come back. Do it, huh? Thank you for the people that stayed with me. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. 4 draw in a row is a lot. 4 draws in a row is a lot. Pissed off. Pissed off. David, thank you, my friend. I don't understand why Tudor. I mean, he's not a dumb guy, right? He clearly sees the team. Why do we drop back into defense when we can't defend at all? Now, that's easy to answer, David. Because this team has absolutely no energy. It's not an excuse, huh? It's not an excuse or trying to explain you that it was normal. No, we have no energy. This team couldn't anymore. This team couldn't anymore. We tried to keep the ball. We couldn't anymore. Because you have the energy of Villarreal, which is totally logic. At a certain moment, they take it and we can't anymore. It's not Tudor. It's Tudor and the team that are in a situation where we have no energy anymore. Where we can't control the ball. But look, guys. It's simple. Look at the 45 first minutes where you have energies. Don't tell me that you don't have energies in the first half. In the first half, you cannot do 3 passes in a row. You cannot do 3 passes in a row. When you are fresh, when you start the game, you cannot. So imagine the last 20 minutes. You are asking a team that cannot do 3 passes in a row when they have fresh legs and fresh mind to be able to keep the ball, to manage the ball, to attack in the last 20 minutes with energies out of nowhere. It's impossible. It's impossible. Unfortunately, it's impossible. This team cannot. This team cannot at today. Is it because we did the physical preparation that will get us there in terms of energies later in the season? Could be, but probably it could be that it's too late. Because at today, the result is we have 2 points. So we messed up with our physical preparation. The Tudor said we are not tired. Today we see that again we are tired. And not only tired, we are really, really, really bad in our first half. Really bad. Guys, what we saw in the first half is Tudor not having solutions to react to that foolish Marcelinho. He fooled us. He totally fooled us. He changed up and we were totally deorientated. We didn't know what to do anymore on the field. We were lost. We were lost. We were lost. We were lost. And this is on Tudor. This is on Tudor. Then there are also the players. But we cannot ask, unfortunately, a team that cannot manage the ball in the first half to suddenly in the last 20 minutes try to win that game. The game of the day. We couldn't. Impossible. I agree. I agree and I don't agree. I agree and I don't... No, I agree for sure. One we need for sure. Because Bremer will be that, guys. You like to hear it or not. That will be Bremer. The entire season it will be a Bremer that we cannot count on for multiple games. It's a player that needs rest. It's a player that will need to choose what you play. You need to cherry pick 1 game a week. If you play Serie A, you miss the Champions League. If you play Champions League, you miss the next one in Serie A. But that will be for a few months, not weeks, months, Bremer. So he better start finding a solution because Gatti as a center back doesn't work. Kalulu as a center back in a 3-man defense doesn't work. So going towards a 4-man, I told you, when will Tudor start thinking to go towards a 4-man defense? What did I tell you? From the moment that Cabal is at 100% after the international break. We can start thinking about it. What happens today after 10 minutes? Cabal out. And I think when I see where he touched behind the leg, I think we miss him for a few weeks now. So easy few weeks. That muscular injury. That's a muscular injury. Pavel, thank you, my friend, for 4 months. We crumble during counterattacks and set pieces. Tudor wants to play high pressing, which is something I like, but that leaves so much space behind. Yeah, you want to play a high pressing team But with team that has no energy, and the fact that you play with 2 men in the midfield, well, they are over performing in terms of physical energies. They are overspending. That's why we have Thuram in these conditions in the beginning of the season. No? So you need to change. You need to change. But now we are in difficulty without Cabal. Because Cambiaso is not a left back. Because João Mario is absolutely not a right back. You want the solution. You play a 4-man defense with Kostic as a left back. Kostic left back, Kalulu right back. And you play with Bremer when he's there. And Kelly, when Bremer is not there, you play... Gatti can play in a 4-man defense as center back, but you need to take a decision there. Kostic on the left, and then in the second half you can switch towards a 3-man defense. You can, but you need to start to give stability to this team and to play with 3 men so that they can divide pressing, not pressing. Koopmeiners, guys, with all the respect, it's a player that you cannot rely on. It's a player that today was dangerous. Today was dangerous. Today Koopmeiners was dangerous. And it's something that you don't understand why. Because he's the one, if you see the initial minutes, if you go back, I don't know if you want to do that, and probably it's better not. But if you go and you watch the first 5 minutes, we have about 5 minutes of the game, you see a turn that wants. You see a turn that is pushing. You see a turn that is working, that is giving the example in going and pressing. But what did we say? Pay attention, because running is one thing, running well is another thing. And then he misses 1 pass, he misses 2 passes. The game starts to be difficult. We concede a goal, and he goes not disappearing. He goes in doing dangers. 1 bad pass after the other, and every single pass that is missing it is actually putting the team even more in difficulty, because he goes mentally in a total disaster. It's a pity to say, but the Koopmeiners like that, I don't want to see him anymore on the field. You cannot give a chance to him. You cannot. Today the answers that he gave were extremely bad. He's one of the reasons why we played that bad in that first half. Not only, but he's... McKennie, you know it, I said it as well. McKennie today, he's saved by who? He's saved by the people that hate Cope, because they will go on Cope, closing an eye on McKennie. It's not true. McKennie played as bad as him that first half. It's shocking, It's shocking from McKennie. Shockingly bad, a bit better in the second half when Juve is pushing in these 25 minutes, and then again he disappears because he has, I don't know, people said he's out of position, but that's one of the big questions that we need to ask. What is the position of McKennie? What is his position? Is he a midfielder? Today he plays in midfield. Extremely disappointed. That's better. Every time I remember when we were before 2018. That's the thing. We are not anymore. But I don't know why 2018. Why we are not speaking about until 2020, because we still won. 18. We still won 19. We won in 2020. The Scudetto. We were a strong team. But we are not that team anymore. We are in a negative cycle that is long, and we see no progression at the moment. We changed the management, we changed the coaches a lot of time, we changed the players, because we have a total different player than in 2018, 19, 20, 21, in the difficult years. But we see absolutely no changes. Again, the only change that I see with Tudor in this team at the moment, is a team that they want to try. They don't want to lose. Today we come back on a 2-1 win, if it's not for the goal of Renato Vega that they deserved. They deserved. Today we win the game. The words of Tudor, I hear here. Tudor. The 3 defenders are doing better than all the other ones. They are keeping us alive in every game. It's not the entire communication, so I need to see a bit better. Let me check the words of Tudor. So that we can debrief them together. But Tudor has responsibilities today, clearly. Here you have our friends from Pueblo Juve that translated. Managing the match moments. It's a shame. It's part of the game. You can't do this in the final minutes of the match. It's a shame because we had the game in our hands. We take this point and we move forward. So same as what you are saying, guys. It's a shame that we didn't manage the last 20 minutes well. So because of who? Because of him? Because of the team? Because of everything? That is not answering, but he's saying that the last 20 minutes were a shame because we were winning. What about the locker room talk? I said the usual things, specific, what can be done. The guy came in and made a difference there. The guys came back on the second half and they made a difference. I think we did what we could be done. Villarreal is a tough team to face here. Yeah, but many mistakes and lost balls. There were some difficulties. Maybe someone was a bit more tired. But yesterday you told us that we were not tired. And also Cabal got injured. I agree, too many simple passes were missed. 11 goals conceded in 5 matches. The 3 defenders, in my opinion, are the ones that are performing the best. We are lacking a bit in winning second balls. There is a statistic in Serie A where we are last. Those 3 at the back are keeping the ship afloat in every match. Gatti's bicycle kick, brilliant. No one expected it. Gattone had a good game. I liked it. I don't agree with Tudor. Team's anger. Normal when you concede in the final minutes, there is regret and anger. The words of Igor Tudor in the post-game of Villarreal. Samir, thank you, my friend. How many games we say Tudor and Tudor? We should set the expectations as fan. He is an average coach learning on us, unfortunately. Look, I will answer you something. It's not about Tudor, not Tudor, the best, not the best. I always told you, Tudor is not the best coach on earth. I always told you that. But something that you say here, and probably you're younger, Samir, or you don't know the history of Juve really well, but in the history of Juve, no coach came as a great coach and brought Juve to win. It's Juve with the coach that went back to win or continued to win. It's not the coach that made a Juve great. Lippi was not a great coach when he arrived. Trapattoni was not a big coach when he arrived. Max Allegri was a coach that won the Scudetto with Milan, but I remember when he arrived, there were people that were spitting on his car because they didn't want him, because he was not a mega coach. He was a coach that won one Scudetto with Milan. So no coaches arrived, bring back. Capello came 2 years. Capello was a good coach. Capello was a big coach. Capello arrived 2 years, winning with Juve, but an extremely strong Juve, doing extremely bad in Champions League. The older fans, they will remember the Arsenal game of Capello did a disaster in Champions League with probably one of the strongest Juve on earth. Antonio Conte was nobody when he arrived at Juve. He coached 3 months, I believe, in Serie A with Atalanta. Before that, Ancelotti was a rookie. So I don't agree with he's an average coach learning on us, unfortunately. Or maybe I could even agree with you, but I would tell you, pay attention, because that's the history of Juve. Juve made coaches, and together we grew thanks to them being great and being fantastic. No, Wendy, you didn't understand what I told you. I said no big coach arrived making a bad Juve big. Conte arrived as a nobody, and he did extremely well. Like Lippi arrived as a nearly nobody, and did nearly nothing. It did a lot, did the most. Trapattoni was assistant coach somewhere else and then became coach at Juve. So that's why we need to pay attention to what we are saying in understanding the club, because otherwise we are starting to say strange things. Palladino could be one that has a trajectory a la Lippi, why not? I'm not excluding it. Palladino is a good coach, like Tudor is a good coach, like Thiago Motta was a good coach. But at Juve, in this moment of difficulty, you need a bit more than being a good coach. You need to be aware of what Juve is. You need to be aware of the moment that you are in with Juve. And you need patience. You need time to being able to build. What is the first thing that Tudor is working on? And it's working, is having a bit more that will of going. Unfortunately, he's not able to unlock it on a 0-0. This is something that he must be able to transmit to the team extremely fast, going really fast, in share it with the team, in telling them, in showing them, in training them, in acting fast. Not when we conceded the goal, not when we are in high danger. That's the first thing. But he's able to do something that I missed since really long. A Juve that was able to react. And that's already one thing. Is it enough? No. Because on the other side, we have a lot of weaknesses. We concede 11 goals in 5 games, like it's written. We have difficulties to create. We are not able to win anymore since 4 games, which is strange. You know, one of my wishes, I told you a lot of time with that kind of team, was being able to close games at the 60th minute. You know, like one game where you go in Champions League and you put everything 3-0. After 45 minutes, you close the game immediately. We are not able. At the moment, what we saw, it's a team that in 90 minutes, you have different stories into the game. And this is something where Tudor must work on. Stop with multiple stories. Stop with a Juve that we will try at the end. Look, today, it's a different story. Today, it's a different story. Because today, you are leading 2-1. You're leading 2-1. From what minute? I believe the 63rd. Am I right, wrong? The 56th minute. 56th minute, you are leading 2-1. And you are not able to keep it. You are not able. You are not able to close the game. You are not, because you are again in advantage. And it's not intentionally, because Tudor says the same. It's a pity. It's a shame that we were not able to manage the game. It's not go back and defend, because if again the story of the game says it's not that Juve scored and it was over. No, we continued, but we missed the goals, like the bar of Jonathan David that could have closed the game there. On the 3-1 it was over for Villarreal. There you are a bit unlucky, unfortunately, but then you don't do enough to win here, especially in that moment here where you have that possession, where you are trying to rest, where you start trying to be a bit more a mature team, but you are not able to make the difference. And then in your best moment, where you really believe that you go towards that 3-1, it's there where suddenly you try that 3-1, that 3-1 doesn't arrive, and you totally switch off. You switch off because you say, If we cannot score, let's not concede. And you have that. And you have that. Thank you, Sosi. As you said, the draw was coming. Now put pressure on us. I don't think we will make it. Maybe it is better we get knocked out and focus on Serie A. Unfortunately, you cannot be knocked out before January, end of January. Yeah? So it's really long. So I would never say disrespect a competition. Don't play the competition. I told you that probably this team would be better with one game a week because it's tough in the physical condition that we see now, etc., etc. I tell you, it's tough. It's really tough to play more games a week, but you are in, so you must play them. You must play them. Being knocked out could be if we don't wake up. Then, ragazzi, let's see what can happen now. It's Real Madrid in Bernabeu. We have a really difficult Champions League group. We said it as well. We have a really tough one. I see Jim in the chat that is saying, Beppe, Villarreal is a good team. And I confirm that. Villarreal is a good team. It's a good team that was not able to beat Juve. They could have done it. They couldn't beat Juve. That's also something that we need to pay attention when we are correctly criticizing Juve. At the end, we do 2-2. That first half is totally to throw away. But it's a Juve that was able to react, to win until the 90th minute against the Villarreal. That is third in La Liga. That is doing extremely well. That is in a top form. Should we win? Yes, we should win. But Manchester City, if I'm not wrong, they did 2-2 against Monaco. Liverpool lost yesterday against Galatasaray. It's Champions League. The level is high. Bode Glimt did 2-2 against Tottenham. So it's Champions League. It's tough, guys. It's not easy. And we are not perfect. And it's a Juve that in a way or in another, it's not giving up. It's not losing. But we'll need to do much more. Starting on Sunday, winning against a really, really informed and rested Milan. Will be tough, Paul Enrico, if we are always tired, should Tudor reconsider the constant press? Look, it's a really good one, what you are mentioning here, and that's why I tell you, or you go with what he wants, means pressing, but then you need to go with 3 men in the midfield. And you need to secure the back, because otherwise it will not help. And especially if you see that your team is totally tired. You know, today we start with that 3-4-2-1 with Cope a bit more higher. Then you see that he's coming back, forming a 3-man midfield, but Cope is totally missing his game. McKennie is totally missing his game. The only one that was there in the midfield was Locatelli. So even if we go towards 3 men and at a certain moment we were not able to press anymore, the 2 other ones were a disaster, were really a disaster. But Norway is far away. Let's first think about Milan, then about Como, then about Real Madrid. Norway is Norway. Even if I always told you, the feeling of Norway scares me a lot. Samir, David played very bad game, I agree. Yildiz at the 60th minute, he was struggling. Why do we have 2 very good strikers sitting out? We can't keep playing players. Yeah, and then I answer you, what did Openda do against Atalanta? What did Dusan Vlahovic do in the 2 games that he started this season? If you tell me what about Jegrova has no 90 minutes, guys. Otherwise, he will go like Cabal. You take the responsibility, I don't take it. Conceição, he had no 90 minutes. Today he's entering and he's doing well. So, guys, David played really bad. And you know, I'm not defending David. It's a player that I always told you, I don't see the hype. I'm not a big fan. I hope I'm wrong. At the moment, he's not showing me that I was wrong. Calma, support. I was hoping that he scored that goal. He didn't. I was really hoping that that ball entered. Instead, he went on the bar, and that was a really beautiful one. I didn't like the performance of David. But David is your striker now. It's not Dusan Vlahovic anymore. Because Dusan will leave. And when you play him from the start, Dusan is not playing well. So you have options there up front, but the three strikers that should be the ones that are the most informed because they are rotating, because they are doing anything, nothing. So no, I don't agree with you when you're saying why are they sitting out, because we cannot blame the players. I would love to blame the player. I would love to blame also don't forget also. So Tudor, but also Dusan Vlahovic that cannot control a ball against Verona. That is totally invisible against Verona. That was bad against Inter. I want to blame an Openda that against Atalanta was totally out of it. But like I said in the videos before, listen really carefully. I don't know if you watched the videos or not this week. I said at a certain moment, basta. You take one player out of the three and he is your starter for the next 5 games. So if you tell me, who do we play against Milan? I tell you Jonathan David. As much as I didn't like Jonathan David today. As much as I didn't like Jonathan David, he starts. Now he's our player. He starts. You need to give him continuity. Because like that, guys, you are making it worse. Huh? That's something that I could also blame Tudor. If today you play Jonathan David, he's missing a goal. Next game you play with who? With Openda. Openda is doing a bad game. Then you play with Dusan Vlahovic, because you know what is happening there. All of them, so the 3 strikers, they will lose certainties. The 3 strikers, they will have absolutely no faith in themselves. The 3 strikers, they will be scared of missing a single pass, because they know that if they miss a single pass, the next game they don't play. So at a certain moment, give continuity now. Play. You made a choice. I don't care. If it's Openda, it's Openda. If it's David, it's David. But you choose, you go. Of course, you can rotate. If after 5, 6, 7 games, the player is a disaster. It's not working. He's not in moments of form. He's injured. You change. Of course, you change. But you need to change, because otherwise you create, like Soufiane is saying, confusion on confusion. Not only for them, but also for the other players that are playing around. How do you play with them? What do you give? Do they prefer the ball a bit longer? Do they want them in their feet? What about the communication, the language? It's so many things. I see here comments. Perin shouldn't have played. I think that Perin, can he do something on the first goal? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Can he do something on the second? No, but on the other side, he's saving us really a lot in that game. I would not. Perin would be probably the last one. Yeah, maybe he could have saved that first one. Maybe. But ragazzi, if we start to criticize Perin today, we have a problem. If we are able today to do 2-2, it's thanks to him. Di Gregorio confidence will drop, but here on the channel we said Di Gregorio should continue to play after the Dortmund performance. He played Verona, he played the other game. Now it's over. Now it's Perin that played. There is no problem. There is rotation also at the goalkeepers. Pay attention to the moment that you choose. He did well. To me, Perin needs to continue to play against Milan. And then you give it back to Di Gregorio when we start again the season after the international break. Perin played well. Perin deserves. Matthew, conspiracy hat. Comoli didn't want Tudor long term, so he gave. Nah, please don't. No. No, please, no. Please, no. No, I don't. Thank you for the nation, but I don't like that one. I don't like that one because it makes absolutely no sense. No. We tried for a midfielder the entire summer that Tudor wanted. Didn't arrive. Right conditions that we didn't find. The player that didn't want. The high price request from other teams. The fact that, I don't know, whatever. We're not able to sell some players fast enough, and we're not able to cash in that we were waiting on Nico Gonzalez and Dusan Vlahovic, this thing. But I told you, I blame Comoli as well on a non-perfect mercato, on an unnecessary. According to me, it's an unnecessary open up. If you keep Vlahovic. Oh, conspiracy theory. I would calma. Thank you, Sofian. Thank you, my friend. Mlajo, I believe this is the last we've seen of Cope. Cope is undefendable. You cannot defend Cope. You cannot. And I like him. He's a great person, but you cannot. You know, there are some games where you're a bit less visible, where you miss 1-2 passes, but you are doing so much dirty work that it's a good. Not even that. Today was really bad. And it's not the first game of the Copa. You remember when he played against Atalanta, what did we say here? This should be the minimum performance of Copa. Minimum. The minimum. Alex Juve, thank you, my friend. What position you take out from today preparing for Milan? Not a lot. Honestly, not a lot. I told you that I was scared about the 3 games. Atalanta, Villarreal, Milan. Much more scared about these 3 games than Inter, Dortmund, Verona. Because if you go towards decreasing the level from Inter, Dortmund, Verona, and you see how we arrive at Verona, really you see how we arrive there on our knees. Here we are speaking about a crescendo. You play an Atalanta, but an Atalanta with missing players, a change of coach, a team that was beatable. You play against Villarreal, that is a top 4 team in Champions League, and then you go towards the strongest one of the 3, that is Milan at the moment. Because of enthusiasm, because of a midfield that will be stronger than our midfield. They have everything there. They have experience, they have strength, they have autonomy, they have energy, they have geometry, they have intelligence. So it's a midfield, and that's where the wars are won, in that midfield that will walk on us. So after the draw against Atalanta, the draw today, again, a game that you play until the 90th minute, and you don't even come from an euphoria moment. You come from a moment of depression because you concede. Against Dortmund, you score it. But it's a game, again, a game that we had to play until the 95th minute, 96th minute, with an injured player on top. So there are not a lot of good news that I take there. The only good news is, okay, we are a team that we were led 1-0. We were able to come back on a 2-1 away from home against a good team. But then we were not able to keep it. Today I see Yildiz really, 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 really tired. Conceição is a player that I take as positive of today. Kelly that played well today. I saw a bit of criticism of Kelly. I don't understand, guy. Then you need to explain me. But Sosi, thank you, my friend. Could we go with a 4-2-1-3? Cambiaso, Gatti, Bremer, Kalulu, Locatelli, Thuram, Yildiz behind the strikers. Then Jegrova right, David and Conceição left up front. No. No. If you want to play with something as offensive and crazy up front, you need a lot of stability there. And that stability needs to come with double dynamic midfielders, a Thuram and a la Thuram, a Kessié, for example. And then you need to go with a strong defensive left back as well. If you want to support Yildiz, Jegrova, Conceição, Jonathan David, you need to go with that. And we don't have these men, so no. No. To me, except, of course, of last minutes where the game is totally different. Entry, 90 months, thank you, my friend. I'm sorry to say this, because I love all the players, as I love Juve with all my heart, but many players are not at the level of Juve. Guys, it's a reality. I agree with Endrit, and I would have used the same words. I'm sorry because I love the players. I'm sorry because I love Juve. But what we see in today's game, guys, am I blind? Can we blame Tudor on the miss of Jonathan David? You cannot. You cannot. Can you blame Tudor on the misses of Weston McKennie, one with 183 games at Juve? You cannot. Then you tell me, then don't play him. Okay, don't play McKennie. Don't play Koopmeiners. You play with one midfielder, with Locatelli. Adzic, you saw he entered. It was a tough game. It was a really difficult game where Juventus has no structure. It was there a game to defend, to put a bit of physicality, but he was about to create a penalty there. At a certain moment, I had flashes of Stuttgart Douglas Luiz, where he enters penalty. Do you remember? Or he commits the foul, then penalty. Oh, disaster. I really was scared about that. Because then you kill the player. But it happened to Rui, Jonas Rui. He entered in difficult moments of Juve, where we concede on his side, not because of him, on his side with people that decided he is. He was never able to play a game from the start, delivering, showing. Never. Now, we are not speaking about the player that deserves to be a starter at Juve. Nonje is a different story, Jim. Nonje is a different story. Nonje is something else. Baron Nonje. Totally different. But you saw also the follow-up of his career is different. No, I you know it here on the channel. I always told you I never blamed Giuntoli on signing Koopmeiners. I blamed him to give Atalanta what they wanted in the last days, where you could have brought him. If you were planning to give them that money, give them immediately. Otherwise, you lose 3 months, if not more. And also to give that many money for Cope, I think it was too much. But never about the player. Never about the player. Then a lot of people are saying, why didn't we sell him this season? Because there were no offers. Because Douglas Luiz already went on loan. Pay attention, I heard he injured himself in training session, so we are not even sure to cash in with Douglas Luiz. And there were no offers for Koopmeiners. You cannot send 2 players, Douglas Luiz and Koopmeiners, on loan with an option that can become an obligation to buy. You cannot, because you have no funds to go for other midfielders, and then you would probably have needed 2 extra. Dimosthenis Dimakos, thank you, my friend. We are missing leadership, that's true. This is causing some losses. Still remember Del Piero winning on his own Real Madrid with us having a Serie B team. The B team is a bit exaggerated. I remember really well, 2009, probably not the best Juve ever. That's correct, but it's true that you had a leadership that is really, really missing. It's a problem that we said since long. We miss leaders. I always said that Bremer is a fantastic player, silent leader, but not the main voice of Juve. You need leadership. You need leaders in all roles, which we don't have. Sometimes I'm watching and I'm thinking the only leader that we have here that have some leadership is Yildiz. But you cannot. It's strange. It's a guy that is a second full season at Juve. The first team. There is 20. It's a bit early. You are missing a Vialli, a Ravanelli, a Torricelli, a Montero, a Tudor. You are missing a lot of these players. It was back then teams of players. I'm speaking of the past. And even in the bad years, you still had these leaders that were overcoming these peers. Pavel Nedved, Trezeguet, Camoranesi, Del Piero, Giorgio Chiellini, that was learning from the bigs, Gianluigi Buffon. So, no, leadership is problematic because we have no leaders. Let me check. Lucas should have taken the role. What role? Nowadays, players are just mentally affected by everything. Back in the day, players had tough skin. They were less exposed as well. Don't forget about that. Less exposed. Much more protected by external voices. So partially it's true, and partially it's a new era. How we will prepare against Fofana and Rabiot. One game is not the other. That's something that I always say. But at today, you don't win the midfield there. You don't. It's a reality. Yeah, of course. But then you go home and you shut down and you have no voices anymore. Today, no. Today you cannot. It's different. Today it's different. But it's true. But even in Italy, Alexander, even in Italy, the culture of football is totally crazy. You cannot go out. They are pissed off. No. I understand what you mean. But on top of that, you have it's a different era. Mufit Cope never played in his role as Mezzala, neither under Motta. I think it's a bit late now to start speaking about Cope's real role. I always said that I don't remember who I was speaking about. I don't remember. I was criticizing Chiesa about that. That people were pissed off on me because I was criticizing Chiesa because people were defending him, but he's not playing his real role. And I said, but I don't care. Wherever you are on the field, you should be able to do a correct pass, to do a correct run, to do a correct this, to do a correct that. Then that you are not excelling, that you are not, I understand that. And that's the same for Cope. That you are playing a bit more on the left, a bit more on the right. The passes today, that behavior of I messed up again. Wherever you are in the field is problematic. It's really problematic. It was horrible, huh? It was really horrible. It was really bad. I tell you, until the 40th minute, I said, but that you know what's a real problem, guys? Oh, seriously, if you go towards a lineup like that, guys, let's put them out, huh? But Joao Mario, but no, we must wait. So, if this is your starting lineup, okay? This is your starting lineup. Do we agree that before the injury, Cabal was a disaster? Yellow card, immediately severe. Also, the referee there annoyed me a bit. But eaten by Pepe. And that's one player. We agree. And the red was coming. I agree, Jim. I agree with Jim. He was a ghost. I will put him in white. He was... No, it's not correct. They were not. If they were a ghost, maybe it would have been better. Fortunately, they were visible. I will put them in red as well. McKennie, first half. Disaster. Cope Manners, disaster. Cambiaso, disaster. Here we are speaking about disaster. Gatti, I didn't like. I want to put orange here, orange there. Speaking about first half, first half. The one that were playing well. Perin, Locatelli. First half, and somehow, Cugino. If you are saying that Gatti was not bad, we have a problem. We have a real problem. Gatti was a disaster. Die. Gatti was a disaster. I didn't put him in red, but not far from red. And that's your first half, guys. Today, in your first half, you play with two players, Cope and McKennie. That if you play without them, it was better. I promise you it was better. It's not even playing 9 against 11. Today, if you play without them, it was better in that first half. Cambiaso, exactly the same. A disaster, Cambiaso. And it's not a coincidence that when Cabal goes out because he's injured, you have a Cambiaso here in that first half. And then you have Joao Mario that is entering. To be honest, Joao Mario, he entered okayish. First half, okayish. Cambiaso was really bad. Really bad also here. And that goal comes from here. Because Cambiaso and Gatti, they are not even fast. That ball goes between them. The player falls on the ground. He's able to stand up again. He's able to score. It was tough, huh? It was really tough. You start the second half. Joao Mario, instead of increasing, speaking after the goal, disappears as well. It was not a good game of Joao Mario, huh? Joao Mario becomes here. not orange, not red, but Cope goes out. Luckily, and oh, guys, Conceição is the player, we must be honest there, that enters with an impact that changes the entire game. David transformed himself in the second half. He transformed himself in red. Yildiz in the second half transformed himself. It's unfortunate, huh? But because of energies, he transformed himself in orange. Playing like that is difficult. Look, I want to do with you guys he's angry. He's angry, Gatti. I'm angry as well. I want to do the rating, plus and minus. Perin 7.5, you see? I'm not the only one that rated the performance of Perin well. I told you, according to me, he had a really good performance. Perin 7.5. Kalulu 6. Gatti 6.5. I don't agree. You see here, a first half played in total apnea, so without breath, without thing. Then a fantascientifico goal, or goal out of this world to do a 1-1 that gives trust, that give him trust even for him in his role. So the fact that he scored was needed also for him. In the final minutes, however, he loses Renato Vega that can jump freely and score. I think 6.5 is way too much. It's a total disaster first half. The goal is crazy. He starts playing well for a few minutes, then that goal is not there to save on Renato Vega. I would put him a 5.5 max, and that 5 comes from the goal. Kelly 6.5. I have nothing to say there. Cambiaso 5 again. Yeah. Locatelli 6.5, so to me he's in the top 3. McKennie, I think it's too much, 6. I would give him a 5.5. Cabal 5.5. Joao Mario 6. Cope minus 4.5. Yeah, it's true. Conceição 7.5. I agree. Yield is 6. I agree. David 5. Yeah. I would have loved to put 5.5, but no, you cannot. Yeah, but SofaScore gives ratings, guys, about the goal, an assist, this, where is danger, the expected goal. I always told you, never believe the ratings of an app. An app doesn't watch the game. An app never watch a game. Tudor 6 is choosing well with Conceição, that is repaying immediately. And is also able to not make the team collapse after a first half that was a real disaster. Also from a mental point of view. Unfortunately, the dream stops with the goal. I never believe an app in ratings. They don't judge off the ball movements. They don't judge so many things. They don't judge. Why do we have a lot of mediocre players? I would ask myself another question. Why are some players not performing at Juve? It's a different question. I'm asking to you guys. I want to change the question of Alessio. Because Koopmeiners is not mediocre. Because Douglas Luiz was not mediocre. Because Nico Gonzalez is not mediocre. So why are players not performing when they arrive at Juve? But Cope, yeah, Atalanta system, he was playing well before Atalanta as well. Huh? In the Netherlands, he was playing well. Huh? Yeah, maybe, but somewhere else they succeed. Why is Nico Gonzalez playing well at Nico Gonzalez? Why is Nico Gonzalez playing well at Atletico Madrid? That's the question that we need to understand. Yeah, the pressure, the heavy shirt, and yeah, I understand all of that. I agree as well. Then, oh, the fear of making mistakes, make sure that you will make mistakes. Lie. Today, oh, the first half. The first half was horrible. Huh? Horrible. How we played. Technique. Pa, 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 pa. Nah, I don't agree on that. I don't agree on that from what I know. From what I know, I don't. And also from what I see. What do we see? We see a Juve that they go. Today we lose 1-0 if they don't trust the coach completely. If they don't want to play for the coach, they don't come back from the bench and they go from the locker room and they score 2 goals. They don't do that remontada against Inter, against Dortmund, against Atalanta, against Verona. No, no, no. The players, I can confirm you, they go and they back up the coach at today. At today. Tomorrow we don't know. At today, they believe in the coach, that they want to go for him. They like the coach. They appreciate the coach. So at today, it's not they don't believe in the coach. That's not the answer. Paul, some people practice better than play. So if you base them on practice, you base team on practice. Yeah, that's a really good one because from what I hear, Koopman is one of the best ones in training sessions. Huh? The best ones. Huh? You have some players that they play better games that they train. It's true. You need to understand that. Today, I tell you, for me, it was a logic choice. I would have done the same. Without Thuram, without Bremer, I would have done the same. I would have done the same. To start with these men, with all the factors at disposal, I would have done the same. But probably, I'm not the coach, probably during the first 10 minutes, I would have said, oof, it's not working here. Something is not working. I prepared something, it's not going as we want. Let's change. Something that I really blame to Tudor today. He didn't change. He waited. And what does it bring us, guys? He was able, and that's also something that we have to blame Tudor. He was able to wake up the team. Thanks to what? Thanks to motivation, that grinta, that will, that desire. Let's go. Let's not give up. We can do something. I believe in you. So words, which is important, and with an individual brilliance, an individual change, Conceição. He didn't win the game by, okay, we will now play totally in a different way, and we will win by our way of playing against Villarreal. That's not what he did. You see? So if we want to blame Tudor, if we want to... the good part, he was able to remotivate them. But how long does that take? It doesn't keep forever, that motivation. And he was not able to do it with a gameplay. I think, personally, it's really woke, these kind of things, honestly. When I see that, I go totally crazy. When I see another coach that is standing up, by the way, I think that Javarčić is also doing that from time to time, standing up, our vice coach. I don't know you guys what you think about that. Thank you, by the way, Dam. I personally think it's one of the craziest thing I see in modern football. It's not NFL, guys, where you have like 15 coaches. You have 3 teams, depending if you have to attack, to defend. When I heard it, I went totally crazy. What are we speaking about? Guys, you have a set piece. You are doing all week. Guys, put your right hand is one technique. Your left hand is another technique. Both hands is one different. If you put them down, it's a different. You know, on corner kicks or on free kicks, you train. You sleep with your friends. These kind of things they make me crazy. You need a papa that is coming. Hey, pay attention, do like that. What is he saying? What is he telling you? The other people, they will understand. I don't know. No? Or am I crazy when I see what I think I don't want these kind of techniques? But for all the teams, not only for Juve, for all the teams. I didn't say utter woke nonsense, but I'm vintage on that one. Every help is welcome, but die. I don't think the lineup with the men at disposal was wrong. I think that he didn't adapt because the one of Villarreal was smarter. Today, how many corner kicks? 2. No free. One set piece from Kenan. That was dangerous, by the way. And 2 corner kicks. That's it today. Today, that's it. Johnny bad. Who is the... Okay, let's take away Cope Manners. Who was the worst one today? We put aside Cope Manners because he was the worst. Who was the worst one according to you? Why did they cut your head, Alessio? It's a battle between McKennie, Cambiaso, Jonathan David. Cambiaso is winning, I think. I'm tired with Cambiaso. David is also there. Yeah. Was a bit better in second half. In our good momentum, he was good. Yeah. I told you I was not confident, but about the 3 games, I told you I don't know. And especially the last of the 3. Today, it's not about defending or not. Some people, they think, but you want to defend you. I don't know. It's not about defending you. I'm not confident. And today, a performance like today doesn't help. Today doesn't help at all. Today doesn't help. Today doesn't help. To have more certainties, to have more optimism. Today doesn't help. Nah, because it's tough. I told you. Do you remember against Atalanta? I told you at a certain point we should win 2-0 at halftime. It would have been totally deserved. And you see something. You don't win, but you see something. Today it's the reverse, but we are like 4 days later. So I'm absolutely not confident. I'm absolutely not reassured. I said it today. Before depression and this, let's play 2 games. Let's see. If we draw or we lose against Milan, nothing is over. But I tell you that it will be extremely tough to get our heads out of the water. Nah, I would turn the page, guys, with Milan. I would turn the page with Dusan. Well, no, we are at -1 in Serie A. We will not win the Scudetto. Repeat after me. We will not win the Scudetto. We will not win the Scudetto. Okay? We know. We understand that. Okay. So that means that we will lose games. We'll draw games. We will win games. Okay? Clear? Already over. Calma. I'm rewatching here the miss of Jonathan David. Mamma mia. I would love to have that opportunity. Scoring a goal with Juve like that. That's a goal that I could score. Honestly, you know when we say even I could score a goal like that. Well, that's exactly it. Alex, I think if we let Milan play and go on counter attack, we win the game. The problem is that Milan will not play, guys. You know Allegri. It's not about playing, not playing. They will pay attention. Huh? It's the worst game. I think it would have. It's the worst game that we could have. Now, we just said it. What are the problems of Tudor? The weaknesses of Tudor tactically. Okay, tactically. We just spoke about it. That's probably his biggest weakness at today. Who is the best one tactically? It's Allegri. No. They are in a moment of belief, in form, of enthusiasm. Tactically, they are strong. We concede, guys. Huh? We concede. We concede goals. No. You miss that because you miss it. Basta. And now, if we start looking, I don't know, maybe you come from Canada, Hansen. I don't know. Tell me where you're from, I will tell you. But no. I can score that goal. Basta. It's a miss, it's a miss. Then the bar that he's hitting, because I see on some apps it's written like a big chance creator for the bar that he's hitting. Yeah, he misses it, but I think he did the right thing there. Hey, Bogdan is going to sleep, and I think we will all do the same. Oh. 2 points. I don't know, guys, the ranking. How much do you need to go through? 12. To be in the 24. You need 12. So we need 10 points. Yeah, we are 23rd, guys. You know that at the moment we are qualified with 2 points. Huh? Because Kairat, Ajax, Athletic, Benfica, they have 0. Paphos, 1. Slavia Praga, 1. We must beat Paphos. Mourinho will be a pain in the ass. The combo Mourinho-Benfica. I don't know. Who's going to Madrid to watch Real Madrid? Is there someone in the chat that is going? Who goes to Il Bernabeu? Grazie, Stecchino. What does it mean maybe? The game is in 20 days. Yeah, Bodo is difficult, guys. Huh? Don't underestimate Bodo Glimt. I already told you. Don't underestimate Bodo Glimt. I watched the game of yesterday because I was curious. Huh? And I knew already. And on top of that, I watched. Alessio goes to Napoli in January. And maybe I try to go earlier. Still this year as well to Torino. I should be in the Bernabeu. I don't know if it's good news or not. And Jimmy saying nice. I don't know. If it's to go out from the Bernabeu with a Hey, we close. We say good buonanotte to you. But if you win, Alex Del Piero. You see a goal from Yildiz, a brace from Yildiz. I want to win. Ciao.